the capital of the Cornhusker State, Lincoln, Nebraska, where we've got the Savannah Bananas taking on the Firefighters. It's the first battle in this two-game set between two teams who both desperately need a sweep. The Bananas dropped 2 of 3 games last weekend to the Clowns and have fallen out of first place for the first time this year, while the Firefighters were on the wrong end of a 3-game sweep at the hands of the Tailgaters and have dropped down to 6th place in the standings. It's only the 3rd time this season we've gotten to see the Bananas and Firefighters do battle, and it happens in front of over 8,000 fans here in Haymarket Park as we welcome you inside with the statistical savant of banana ball, Josh Talevsky, the voice of the Firefighters, Zach Staten. I am Biko Scala. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Thank you so much for spending it with us here in virtual Banana Land. Zach, I want to start with you because the Firefighters are coming off their worst weekend of the year and really looking for a turnaround as we near the halfway point of this season.
And Biko, if I were to tell you, the Firefighters had 24 runs, 31 hits, 37 trick plays in that weekend, you would not have said it was their worst weekend. You probably thought they would have won the series, but that's the price you pay when you go up against the best team in the Banana Ball Championship League in the Texas Tailgaters right now.
And Josh, for the Bananas, their pitching was tremendous. It was actually the offense that let them down last weekend.
Yeah, the pitching has been sensational lately for the Savannah Bananas. Honestly, the strongest in the Banana Ball Championship League. The only problem is the Indianapolis Clowns have continued to get stronger as Banana Ball's expansion team, but also the offense has let them down quite a bit. You saw the Bananas able to string together some things last Saturday, but for the most part, they've only been able to get their offense by capitalizing off of the mistakes of other Banana Ball teams.
Okay, we'll get to those highlights in a little bit, but let's feast our peepers on what happened in Charlotte, North Carolina last weekend, because although the Tailgaters struck first, it was a really nice counterpunch after that by the Firefighters.
It was a really good counterpunch by Austin Temple. Keep in mind, Tailgaters had 13 hits in game 1. 12 of them were singles. Austin Temple told me after the first inning, he felt really confident because things were just getting hit like 2 feet away from his infielders. He comes back with 6 strikeouts in that game. Darian McDowell comes back with a 2-run shot hit about 500 feet. And Firefighters, again, the offense was not the problem last week. There's a dragon. It's breathing fire.
Sick.
Darian McDowell breathing fire as well. Caden Peanut Green next inning. Walk-off ball for sprint. That dude is one of the most improved players in our sport this year. That guy didn't need to improve his swing at all. Dalton Cornett, big fly, 3-1 lead. Firefighters are coasting. But then the Texas Tailgater offense, Biko, they just do what they always do.
They are so gosh darn relentless, and after dropping points in 3 straight innings, how about Zach Watson getting it going, and then the captain, Jordan Hussein, 2-run double down the left field line, and as the away team this weekend, it was the Tailgaters consistently mounting some monster rallies to take the absolute heart out of the Firefighters. And then when you got Ben Dunn, one of your best pitchers, erratic like that just compounds for the Firefighters.
That goes to one of 2 themes that have haunted the Firefighters. Ball 4 sprints and missed trick plays right there. That gave up another run and another point for the Texas Tailgaters. Ultimately, Firefighters could not come back into it. Reese Miller shuts the door on a 5-3 win for the Tailgaters. Firefighters would lose game 2, 6-2, then game 3, 7-1. I want to keep in mind, in none of those games did the Firefighters offensively play bad. Look at this, 14 hits in game 2, 10 in game 3. They kept the trick play battle awfully close against the best defensive team in the sport. But that's, again, the price you pay when you go up against the Texas Tailgaters. So that takes us to the numbers. And when you look at the offensive numbers, like I told you earlier, you would think the Firefighters over the last couple of weeks would have won 2 or 3 games, would have had themselves out of last place. But it's the pitching that has become a problem. The ball 4 sprints, 38 of them over the last 2 weeks. That 14.6% ball 4 sprint rate, that will not last. That will not keep you in the hunt for the playoffs. If you want to be up there, you have got to get that down.
It's so important to throw strikes in banana ball. It was a couple heartbreaking losses a couple weekends ago in Corpus Christi, and then the Tailgaters offense really took it to this Firefighters pitching staff in Charlotte.
Again, an ERA above 10, you just can't have that, and the ball 4 sprints are certainly the biggest measure of why you see that ERA so inflated right now for Firefighters pitching. Hopefully they get better results this weekend from Austin Temple, Jared Donaldson, and company.
All right, let's get a gander at what the Savannah Bananas did against the Indianapolis Clowns, taking on the expansion team for a second straight weekend after they split in Kansas City. And how about Joe Lytle? An offensive force. Nobody on this Clowns team knows what it's like to play against the Bananas more than Lytle here in his 4th World Tour. He was tremendous last Thursday night.
I mean, he had a big weekend all around for the Indianapolis Clowns, but you saw him collect 4 games last Thursday night, and he wasn't the only Clown doing damage throughout the weekend. You saw Eli Payton collect his 5th home run of the night against Connor Harris, and all of that equated to a 4-2 Clowns victory last Thursday.
And then Josh and I thrilled to broadcast Friday night together. Big Tiger Friday, got our best Big Tiger shirts on, and I took a little spill off the roof. So Talevsky had to take care of the call by his lonesome, and Correll Prime gave him some good highlights, as well as Brian Dancero bombs away for the Indianapolis Clowns.
The long ball reigned supreme for the Clowns on Friday night. You saw Prime with the 2-run shot in the 2nd, Dancero a 2-run homer in the 4th, Joe Gray Jr., 2-run tater in the 6th inning. Every inning in which the Indianapolis Clowns had a home run, they earned a point against the Savannah Bananas. And then outside of that, Peanuts the Elephant got to face off against Dakota Stiltsall Britton, induced the trick play against him, and threw his first full inning in his banana ball career. And then you saw Gage Voorhees. The speed was on full display for the first-year Indianapolis Clown, as Voorhees had a 59-second inning, the fastest in Clowns franchise history.
And it had to feel that much more special that Gage did it against his former team. Spent 2 different years with the Savannah Bananas between 2022 and 2025. He helps the Clowns take Game 2 last Friday night, 3-2. So now Indianapolis looking for the sweep on Saturday night, and Max Young-Goldberg, the banana ball rookie, big walk-off double to get the walk-off in the 2nd inning.
It was the first of a couple timely hits for the Bananas throughout the night, and you saw another from Ryan Cox in the 7th inning. That one clipping off of Clark Gilmore's glove, a go-ahead walk-off single for Coxie in the 7th inning of play, putting the Nanners up 3-2, and from there, you can just put your trust in Danny Hosley. Still perfect in his save opportunities this season. He was able to shut the door against Jackie Bradley Jr.
Yeah, Hosley faced 9 batters last weekend. He retired them all, 4 of them via the punch-out, as you get a look at the numbers across the whole weekend with the Clowns taking 2 of 3 games, which sets up the standings, which actually, let's look at the Bananas offense and pitching the last couple weekends, because that's what we've been focusing on. It's the exact opposite of the Firefighters. The offense letting them down, the pitching's been superb.
Well, if we zoom out, Banana Ball at large right now, the tour average ERA is at 6.5. The Bananas in this stretch have a 4.23 earned run average, and they are hitting all the marks that they are wanting to as a pitching staff. Best in the Banana Ball Championship League in ball four sprint rate and strikeout rate, but it is this offense that continues to let them down. Just batting above the Mendoza line, and you see they're having a hard time scoring runs in these contests. And in Banana Ball, you're playing based on points. You have to win innings. When you can only score 4.5 average runs, and sometimes you're getting multiple runs in those innings, it makes things incredibly tricky, and that's why you see the Bananas 2-3 across the last 2 weekends.
Especially want to point out the fact that if you're the visiting team, you want to put offensive pressure on the home team. The Firefighters had so much work cut out for them against the Texas Tailgaters because they kept scoring 2 to 3 runs in the top half of frames. If you're only scoring 4 runs a game, you're doing nothing in terms of making the other team have offensive pressure on them. That's something the Bananas have to do tonight, while the Firefighters take a peek. 8 ball 4 sprints in 2 weeks, and that's with 1 less game pitched. You got to learn how to not give away the free pass.
Right, and just going back to what we saw earlier, the Firefighters have had 38 ball 4 sprints from their pitching staff across the last 2 weekends, so a big difference in that regard. Okay, and now the much-awaited standings. Yeah, get a look at it. Okay, so the Tailgaters a half game up now. The Firefighters, amid this skid, dropping down to 6th place. But they're still just 2.5 games out of a playoff spot. I mean, we're not even to the halfway point in this season. There is a lot of Banana Ball still to be played.
Take the 2 last games of Charlotte out of the equation. The Firefighters have lost 10 games since the start of May by 2 points or less. They are competitive in every game. There are just points where they're either making it a little bit too much work on themselves, or the 9th inning has really haunted them. This is a perfect opportunity to reverse that story here, Biko.
Every single game so important. The Party Animals Coconuts currently playing right now. They sit at 3rd and 4th in the standings. So there's so many moving pieces as you take a look at how these teams started. Fantastic. First for the Bananas, second for the Firefighters going into May. And since then, the Bananas 6-8, not a full-blown disastrophe, but it's the second worst record in the league across that time. It is a full-blown disastrophe for the Firefighters, 3-12 since the start of May. They go from 2nd place to 6th across that time.
Well, if you look back to the Banana Ball Open, these were the top 2 seeds in that Banana Ball Open. Neither of them came away winning that in-season tournament, and you've seen since then they're on a little bit of a skid. And we've talked about the Bananas having some woes playing as the away team this season, just a .500 record. Well, the Firefighters have really struggled playing as the home team, surprisingly, in 2026. A big part of why they are just 3-12, but they are hoping to pick things up this weekend in Lincoln.
Yeah, this is the 30th game of the year for the Firefighters. It is their 20th home game. So they're going to have to try and salvage this home-heavy stretch in their season across this 2-game stretch here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'll tell you what, the Nanners, even though it hasn't been going their way for the most part since the start of May, they think they may have found the solution to that problem. Ty Jackson shaved his head, and it was all sunshines and rainbows last Saturday night for both Ty and the Nanners.
Well, even though Ty is bald, it hasn't changed the fact that he's been hitting the ball really well for the Savannah Bananas these days. A lot of good contact for Ty to Fly. Continues to be that spark plug for the Bananas. And for more on Ty being the guy who has all the mojo for this team, let's catch up with Sam Bauman.
Well, guys, you can't deny the Bananas are as hot as ever, riding that historic 1-game win streak into here in Nebraska. And it's hard to argue the science. Ever since Ty Jackson shaved his head, things have turned around. And it feels like everybody's catching on to the magic of that shiny, shiny dome.
What's up, DR?
What's up, Ty?
$20? Yo, where's my money? Hey, yo, Ty. Yo, Mace, you need help with the dance?
Yeah, hold on a second. All right.
I got it. Thank you. Hey, Ty.
Keep walking.
Will I hit a home run later? Yo, I'm not a Magic 8-Ball. Yo, so like, try again later?
Now, listen, we know the Bananas are all about making their own luck, but when you've got something that seems to be working, like Ty Jackson's lucky bald head, why would you take any chances, guys?
That makes sense to me, SB. Oh no, Ty Jackson.
What?
Currently face down on the infield. We're in the midst of our home run hitter who just rounded second base. Would love if we could get a shot of that little rapscallion, because I just trust in the CPR techniques of these Firefighters to be able to take care of Ty. Is that DR Meadows, who is an obstacle?
Yep, 100%.
And nothing stopping this little superstar as he cruises to the inside the Parker against the Nanners.
Already our hero, and we haven't even started an official inning here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The home run hero, bald! He's so bald.
Yeah, Ty Jackson's head, it's captivating, is it not, Staten?
I can't take my eyes off of it. You know what else I can't take my eyes off of? The Banana Ball rules. And you know the only guy to present those, virtual Jesse Cole.
Banana Ball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experience every second.
Unbelievable!
Welcome to the Banana Ball Championship League!
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field!
Oh my goodness!
With the equalizer point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Banana Ball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taken off for first, throw from Leroy, in time!
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the banana ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They caught it on the third point! We're going to showdowns!
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center! See you later!
Rule number 10, the banana ball challenge rule gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat, regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big. Gamer, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone!
Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
And those are the rules of banana ball.
Thank you, Virtual Jesse. We have the rules, and now the full capacity crowd here in Haymarket Park getting on their feet for real Jesse Cole down on the field. Let's get it to Big Yellow.
All right, Camille, are you ready to get this crowd going absolutely crazy? Yeah! Yes, she is. All right, Camille, whatever you do, they're gonna do. Here we go, let's bring it. Good start. Oh, looking good. Yeah. Ooh, a little sprinkler. I like this. Good with the Firefighters. Here we go. Oh, staying alive? I don't know how you know that, but okay. Here we go. Oh, hey, baby, I like this one. Keep it going. Oh, no. Jumping jack. Yep. Oh, clap it. Camille, look around. 8,000 fans going crazy for you. Let's hear it for 7-year-old Camille.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, hot shots and smoke shows from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From sparks to sirens, from the station to the stadium, firefighters from across the globe have come together to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the toughest, hottest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime, and no, this is not any other night at the firehouse. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. But make no mistake, when the heat gets too intense, we don't cool off. We run towards the flames. This is a time for over 8,000 people in attendance to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the hottest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball.
Starting lineup for your Firefighters and the Savannah Bananas. Leading off for the Firefighters, the hot shot at shortstop, number 2, Caden Peanut Green.
fielder number 5, DR the Doc Meadow.
In the 2-hole behind the plate for the Firefighters, DC3, Dalton Cornick.
Bananas DH number 19, Dan Oberst.
Manning the hot corner for the Fire and Flames, number 11, Logan Showtime Lacey.
At first base for the Savannah Bananas, number 9, Max Young Goldberg.
The Firefighters cleanup hitter ranging left field, number 0, Lamar Sparks.
Bananas third baseman, number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson.
In the 5-hole for the Firefighters at first base, number 4, Eric Jones Jr.
Behind the plate for the Savannah Bananas, the captain, number 1, Bill Leroy.
Batting sixth for the Firefighters ranging center field, number 30, Armando Becerra.
In left field for the Bananas, number 15, we call him Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz.
The Firefighters extra hitter, number 7, Mason Mad Max Maxwell.
Bananas right fielder, number 2, Reese Superman Alexianis.
Ranging right field for the Firefighters, number 10, Darian Premium McDowell.
At shortstop for the Bananas, our glove magician, number 6, Ryan Cox.
The Firefighters designated hitter, number 24, Dakota Diesel McFadden.
Bananas EH number 7, Ty Two Fly Jackson.
The Firefighters second baseman, number 55, Tyner Tiny Hughes.
Second base for the Bananas, number 8, our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen.
The flamethrower on the mound, tonight's starting pitcher for the Firefighters, number 6, Austin Temple.
On the mound for the Savannah Bananas tonight, number 88, Noah Nisner.
The Firefighters are led by Battalion Chief Val Perez, Captain Corey Pye, and Lieutenant Drew Yanesta.
Savannah Bananas are led by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Pyro Pirate, Ryan Kellogg, Bryce Stelber, and the legend, Reggie Horton.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask all those who are able to please rise. Uncover your heads and turn towards the flag with your right hand over your heart for this evening's performance of our national anthem. Performing this evening, please welcome Nathan Schreider with his rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
Thank you very much, Nathan Schreider.
Wonderful rendition of the national anthem. And we are oh so close to the first ever banana ball game here in the great state of Nebraska. The 11-18 Firefighters host the 17-11 Savannah Bananas. 6th place versus 2nd here in the inaugural season of the Banana Ball Championship League. And it goes down in the shadow of Memorial Stadium, where in 2 nights' time, we will have over 85,000 fans in what will be the 3rd largest game in Banana Ball history. But across Highway 180, we get the opening act. Over 8,000 fans on hand here in Haymarket Park. And the Firefighters, their 2nd home game this season against the Bananas, only the 3rd time these two teams have done battle. You get a look at their defensive alignment, left to right in the outfield. Noah Bridges, he's the designated fielder. We expect him to play the majority, if not the whole game, out in left field. Then Armando Becerra in center, Darian McDowell in right. In the infield, 3rd to 1st, it's Logan Lacey, Caden Green, South Trimble, and Eric Jones Jr. with Dalton Cornett behind the dish.
I want to point you to a couple things. Number one, Tyner Hughes not in the lineup today, dealing with something minor. Hope to get him back for the football game. Darian McDowell is a highlight maker in right field. There are some things he does that you just have to see to believe that don't reflect in the trick play column, but I promise you, it will make your eyes pop. Caden Peanut Green, though, the clear guy to watch here for trick plays. First Firefighter ever to 50 in one season. They got to do a lot to help out their guy in the middle, in Austin Temple. Over the last...
Speak of the devil, the 6'4" pride of Palm City, Florida, former collegiate Banana. And after a rocky first inning, he was fantastic his last outing against the Tailgaters.
Yep, his last 2 starts, 7 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, just 5 ball, 4 sprints, 5 earned runs, but he earned the Firefighters 4 points across those starts. Those were massive for his confidence. Again, struck out 6 in game 1 in Charlotte after giving up 4 in the first inning. He repeats a confident start like that, and Austin Temple can provide you something special here in Lincoln, Nebraska, not too far from Omaha, where he played with Notre Dame in the College World Series in 2022.
He's got as good a stuff as any pitcher in the sport. It's all about the control. As you get a look at the lineup that goes against him, D.R. Meadows at the top, then Dan Oberst, Max Young Goldberg. Cleaning it up is Kyle Jackson, followed by Bill Leroy, Robert Anthony Cruz, Reese Alexiadis, Ryan Cox, Ty Jackson, and Jackson Olsen to round it out.
Well, the big guy you're looking at is Bill Leroy, who last year batted over 500 against the Firefighters. He was phenomenal against them, but these Savannah Bananas, we mentioned the offensive woes. They've started the games a little slow as well. Just a 259 collective average in the first 3 innings of play this season. Hoping that will not be the case going against Austin Temple, who has the highest earned run average of any pitcher with 5 or more starts this season.
The Doctor slumping as of late, but still a 319 average. As he goes, the Bananas offense seems to go. We'll see if that is the case here tonight, as we'll get it on down to Kaz.
This game started. Here's Kaz.
Lincoln, Nebraska, you have waited long enough. It is about time we start the clock. But first, I need some help. Please welcome 4-year-old Micaiah. Hello, Micaiah. Oh, yes, grab that awesome hat of yours. Now, on the count of 3, myself, 8,000 people in attendance, and you are going to yell, "Start the fire." Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
That's your first time experiencing the Flames, Biko Scala.
You can feel the heat up in the broadcast booth. I'm also a little confused. This is my first Firefighters headlining game I've gotten to see in person. I thought they were fighting fires. Why are we starting the fire?
We need something to fight ourselves.
It's an homage to William Joel.
But I thought it was we didn't start the fire, not we did.
Hey, you know, he doesn't care.
Right, okay, Billy's
He's just
loose
playing
with
his
it.
songs, you know? Just getting those royalty checks.
I don't blame him. Ball and a strike on the Doctor. On base percentage has just dipped below 400 at 396. as he fouls back the fastball. It's low 90s gas from Austin Temple, usually sits about 90 to 92. Curveball, sweeper, and splitter to round out the arsenal. Look out, DR. Pirouettes out of the way of a heater, and the count's even at 2-2.
Really, it's that curveball that he builds everything off of. That's moving. Austin Temple is as dangerous as they come.
Right back up the middle, and no chance for Peanut. DR Meadows starts the weekend with a knock.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping to see from DR Meadows, who over the last 2 weekends is batting below the Mendoza line for the Savannah Bananas. A lot of struggles against the Clowns pitching staff, but now that they've gotten him on, again, we have seen him continue to get healthier and healthier since this hamstring injury. See if they put him in motion.
Dan Oberst hasn't slowed down all season. That ball ripped off the right center field wall. DR's getting a big stop sign from Gillum as Oberst coasts into second with a stand-up double. 2 Nanners in scoring position, 2 batters into the game.
Great piece of opposite field hitting from Dan Oberst. This is stuff that we have seen all season long. He has flexed the power to the opposite field this season. A couple home runs, now adds on another double. And it's Max Young-Goldberg, a hero last Saturday for the Bananas, up with a chance to plate some runs early.
Infield in for the Firefighters. Heater just misses up and out. Evens the count at a ball and a strike on MJG. 2 for 5 last weekend. His double walked off the second inning of the only victory the Nanners had. That was last Saturday night, a 3-2 win over the Clowns. And a couple ball force sprints, which has been his calling card here in his rookie season. 23 of them on the year, leading the Bananas, only 1 behind Jake Skoll for the tour lead.
But has a higher rate than Jake Skoll, so when you just focus on those plate appearances, Young-Goldberg able to draw sprints more than just about anyone in Banana Ball, and he does it again. Temple missing outside to MJG, and the Bananas, 2 guys in scoring position, they are both able to score easily.
That's why Gillum put him back in the 3-hole where he started the season. This is his 16th start hitting 3rd. And he's got a pair of stakes, gives way to JT Sokolov, the Bananas designated runner. So single, double, 2-run ball force sprint, great speed at first. Kyle Jackson, who has been absolutely superb all year long here in his 2nd full season of Banana Ball. Limited a little last weekend, 2 for 7 with a double. As he squibs that one foul.
Biko, I want to raise one other point too. The Firefighters since the start of May have given up a first inning point 10 times. When we talk about not putting as much work on yourself as humanly possible, this is what it comes back to. Already given up a crooked number in the top half of the first inning. You're already making your offense have to come back from behind here early on in this one.
Right, and that's in 15 games. So 10 out of those 15 games, they've been behind the 8-ball 1 inning in. By the way, KJ did work 3 ball force sprints last weekend, so reached base 5 out of 11 times. Can't be upset about that. As he cuts and misses on the heater. Temple gets his first out on the strikeout.
Well, again, that's what we talk about. If Austin Temple is going to be effective in this Banana Ball Championship League, it's taking adversity and coming back and punching back right there. Goes right back to his heater and gets it to work to perfection.
Now he's going to have to go against his old battery mate. These guys started their careers in Banana Land the summer of 2018, played 2 seasons as collegiate Savannah Bananas together. That was back when Temple was at Jacksonville University. As we've said, finished up at Notre Dame. And spent a couple years in the Astros minor league system before coming straight to Banana Ball. This is his 3rd tour, all of them with the Firefighters. Bill swinging 3-0, comes up empty.
It's about as green as a green light you're going to find on a 3-0 count.
Still Bill's count with the 3-1. There goes Sokolov. High pop, left side. JT will have to reverse his course. Noah Bridges battling the sun, catches it the old-fashioned way for out number 2.
Yeah, that sun that Noah Bridges was having to battle out there in left field, certainly what robbed him of a potential trick play. Armando Becerra was creeping over, potentially expecting a tip. Instead, a big second out for Austin Temple, who was losing Bill Leroy with consecutive pitches outside. then went in to jam him and get that out. Good decision from Austin Temple.
And a filthy sweeper to jump ahead of Robert Anthony Cruz. Right back to it. It works again. 0-2 count. Why not go with it again? They go with the fastball. Rack able to spoil it, out of play. Two runs already across. Robert Anthony Cruz looking for more. Sokolov dances off first and able to hold up on the 0-2 breaking ball. That was the curve.
That's a heck of a pitch, too. Robert Anthony Cruz wanted it all the way to the last, absolute last second.
There goes Sokolov. Bouncing ball, and it's going to find the hole past the dive of Trimble. JT will park it at third. Cruz with a seeing eye single, and they're at the corners.
If we see this replay, Sal Trimble's even struggling with the sun, too. He could barely find the ball as it was coming back up. Now with runners on the corners. Look at him here. He couldn't find it either. Peanut had his shades up.
Sticky situation. Great breaking ball as Temple jumps ahead of Reese Alexiadis, buried in the 7 hole. As Cruz will steal second without a throw, just a pump fake from Cornett. Third stolen base of the season for Rack. Now there's 2 runners in scoring position. And a 2-1 count on Super Reese. 3 for 9 last weekend, a pair of doubles. One of them a walk-off. Just looking for insurance here. High pop right side, McDowell. Under the leg with 2 runners in scoring position. How about the chutzpah from Premium? First trick play of the ball game.
Great to see from Darian McDowell. A little surprised in himself that he came away with that banana ball, looking at it in the glove. Nonetheless, gutsy trick play, but a big one for the Firefighters. Again, trying to deny that equalizer point tonight.
Here's the Nanners defensive alignment with 2 runs to work with in the first inning. Left to right in the outfield, Rack, DR, and Super Reese. Third to first in the infield, KJ Cox, Olsen, and Ziegler, who is the Nanners designated fielder, MJG. The starting first baseman in the lineup. We probably won't see him there until the 8th or 9th inning. And Bill Leroy is the battery mate for Noah Nisnik.
Well, you have seen the designated fielder pay massive dividends for the Bananas this season. You've seen the plethora of double trick plays that have occurred because Alex Ziegler's been manning the first base bag. Well, he's also already set a career high with 51 trick plays and counting for the Savannah Bananas this season. Previous high was 37, and you are seeing Ziggy potentially on his way to 100 before season's end.
A really impressive year defensively for Alex Ziegler here in his 5th World Tour. And in the middle of it all, it's Noah Nisnik in his 3rd season as a Savannah Banana. The pride of St. Louis, Missouri, had been cruising all year until he had his first real rough outing last weekend against the Clowns.
Yeah, you saw Noah Nisnik surrender multiple home runs for the first time in a start since March 21st, 2025 against the Party Animals. That was also a game that came in Grayson Stadium. But Noah Nisnik in 16 career starts, or 15 I should say, against the Firefighters, has a 7-0 record with a 4.03 earned run average in 44 2/3 innings pitched.
But he's going to have to go up against a lineup that is much more dangerous than he's faced the last couple of years. If we gave away a most improved player of the year in our sport, 2 guys in this lineup are there with Caden Peanut Green and Mason Maxwell, who is a dangerous batter when it comes to runners in scoring position. He's all the way down in the 7 hole. Watch out for Armando Becerra, too. The last couple of weekends, 5 hits. He looks much more like the guy that the Firefighters drafted in the 3rd round.
What a sophomore season. It's been nearing the halfway mark here for Caden Peanut Green, pacing the Firefighters with his .404 batting average, which is 3rd best in the sport. .505 on base percentage, plus the team's trick play leader at shortstop as he lines it right back up the chute. He does his job. The Firefighters are going to get to bring up the innings tying run just 2 batters into this bottom of the 1st.
Biko, does it look like that's a guy who's leading off for the first time this year? He approaches it right back exactly how he would when he was in the 2 hole or even the 6 hole. Nothing too difficult, just get some contact right back up the middle. That's why Peanut's been so good this year.
Dalton Cornett ahead 1-0. 18th time hitting in the 2-hole for DC3. Another legend of the sport here in year number 5 in Banana Ball. His second with the Firefighters after his first 3 were with the Party Animals. Nisnik checking on Caden Green, but Ziegler's throw back to the mound ends up going all the way to first. Now Cornett took off for first. They're going to have to send him back.
He cannot swipe first base.
No, and Vincent Chapman is wise to it. I mean, that's a Banana Ball vet trying to pull a fast one on the umpires. You can only steal first on a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Watch him throw his hands up at the end. He threw his hands up like, oh, my fault. Sorry, y'all.
He said, that's on me. Ziegler only his second error of the year. Just a little lack of concentration on the throwback to Nisnik.
DC3, by the way, .516 batting average with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that leads the tour as Ziegler is able to handle that. No trick play, though. He whipped it between the legs. Never saw any air between the ball and the glove. It's got to be a toss there to get the trick play.
Yeah, on an unassisted play, you have to see the ball leave the hand of your first baseman or whoever is taking it to the bag. That was not the case for Alex Ziegler. And now it's Logan Lacey lofting this one into left field. Cruz was ranging back, now ranges in and set himself up pretty well to hold Caden Peanut Green at third base.
Shows off the chooch. No reason for Peanut to take a chance there. He's not the guy that matters. That's now Lamar Sparks, the man at the dish, the Firefighters team leader with 7 home runs. That is second most in the sport, only behind Kyle Martin, the Texas Tailgaters' prolific slugger. And Sparks, boy, he has lived up to all expectations as the Firefighters nabbed him in the 4th round.
7 home runs is the most a firefighter has ever had in a regular season. And he's got some experience playing in this ballpark with the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks, and Cleburne of the American Association had a couple of big fly extra base hits here last year.
Jam shot. That's going to plate Green from third. Sparks with a big turn. He's thinking about 2 bases. Throw to second's perfect, but late. Head first dive. Sparks with a hustle double and a ribeye to go with it. Bananas inning lead cut in half.
Val Perez and Drew Yanesta have talked to these guys about being a little bit more aggressive on the base pads, and you see it right there. It's a great throw from Rack. The tag's pretty good from Jackson Olsen too, but Lamar, that's what happens when you get aggressive. You sometimes get rewarded for it. Now the former Banana, EJ.
The plot thickens. Guy who caught Noah Nisnik a decent amount across these last 2 tours. Shattered bat, but it might do the job. Yeah, that's gonna find grass. Sparks can run well, he scores easily.
Let's go.
The bat's in 2 pieces, but it dies a hero as we're tied in the 1st.
And that's where, if you're the Savannah Bananas, not only does the E3 from Alex Ziegler hurt, but also just the way that Robert Anthony Cruz was addressing that banana ball off the bat of Lamar Sparks. He recognized a little bit of lackadaisical play, got himself a hustle double, and that was come around to score an inning-tying run.
Now it's the hottest hitter on the team, Armando Becerra, off the end of the bat, up the middle. Cox, 360, no chance. Sparks hustling over to third. Throw from Cox, in time. A strike to KJ from his shortstop. And that guns down the potential inning-winning run. It was actually Noah Bridges, the designated runner, utilized for the first time in there for Eric Jones Jr. as you get another look. Ends up making the 3rd out at third.
Now that one's going to sting for the Firefighters because you had a bunch of momentum. Again, I just talked about aggressiveness on the base pad. Sometimes you get rewarded, but sometimes you can bite off a little more than you can chew. And you saw it right there with the Firefighters, who just pushed the inning, and I don't think they hit a ball any harder than 70 miles an hour exit velo.
Yeah, maybe that's what Peanut had on his liner up the middle. I think the hits from Sparks and EJ were probably more around 50 miles per hour off the bat. But they look like screamers in the scorebook. As you get a tail of the tape here for Haymarket Park. Talked about it on the pregame show. The Nebraska Cornhuskers baseball team share it with the Lincoln Salt Dogs, who have been here since 2001. Nebraska's baseball team started playing here in 2002. About 8,500 fans, and of course we have maxed it out here tonight for the Bananas and Firefighters.
This is a beautiful ballpark, especially driving in on the highway. You see three things: football stadium to your left, Haymarket Park to your right, and then Pinnacle Bank Arena right behind it. I mean, this is, in terms of collegiate towns and sports, this is one of the most beautiful and most excited towns we've been to here in Banana Ball.
How about Ryan Cox getting to take his turn as the Dunkin' Donut batter of the game? If Coxie strikes out, the fans here in Lincoln, Nebraska get free donuts, courtesy of Dunkin'. Fastball poured in for strike one.
By the way, you know some concerts that have been played here, Biko?
I do not, but I would like to learn.
I'll tell you here in a second. Bob Dylan, John Mellencamp, Willie Nelson, and the Allman Brothers have all played at this very ballpark.
Star-studded. Reminds me of Sutter Health Park out in Sacramento. Yeah. They've had some, I mean, now that place holds 14,000. So a little more room to work with there, as Bridges' tip drill will take care of Cox in style.
Boy, that's a tough one for Noah, too. He's looking directly into the sun, but at the last second pulls that tip drill out, and that's not an easy one to pull the tip drill out on, Josh.
Well, I think that one's redemption for the trick play that he could have had in the first inning of play. Of course, that ball was hanging up in the sun quite a bit. That one a little more of a low liner, so Bridges able to size it up a little bit quicker. That's what allowed him to induce that tip, as now the Firefighters have two trick plays tonight. And Ty Jackson gets plunked by Austin Temple.
Slam of the helmet. Ty looks like he's in some serious pain here, but his teammates are out on the field. What's happening? An emotional tie-2 fly. I think singing to Austin Temple plunked him with low 90s gas. Doesn't feel good.
No.
I don't know if Ty was supposed to fall off the chair.
I was about to say, I think he bounced his helmet off one of the chairs.
I'm going to wager no. Great speed on the bases for the Nanners. Ty plunked for the third time this year. As Jackson Olsen off the end of the bat. Armando Becerra. Tip drill. And he'll take care of it himself. Ty trying to tag and take second. He will easily. Gets in there standing on the trick play. So that's a trade for the Firefighters. They grab their third trick play of the game as they're trying to fend off the Bananas' attempt at an equalizer point. But Jackson into scoring position with two outs.
Yeah, you're just hoping that Austin Temple's able to continue to stay in the zone. I think that's a vote of confidence from Armando Becerra out there in center field. And Temple finds the zone. Now the count even. Ball and a strike.
DR a single up the middle his first time. Came around to score the first of 2 runs for the Bananas in the first inning. Firefighters equaled it to deny the Nanners the point. Push the frame. Hot shot past the dive of Trimble into right. Jackson coming home. Premium's throw is not even close to in time. Meadows with the ribeye. And that trick play comes to bite the Firefighters for now, at least. That's the reason why Jackson's able to score the run with 2 outs.
And man, it is just nice to see the Bananas doing some things with guys in scoring position. You saw the 2 RBI sprint from Max Young Goldberg in the first. Now Meadows gets the 2-out hit here in the second inning. The Bananas were just 5 for 31 with runners in scoring position last weekend. This is a nice start for them against the Firefighters.
There goes DR. He got a late jump. Cornett's throw's perfect and in time. Meadows wants the challenge, and Tyler Gillum is going to trust his veteran.
Wow. I mean, it was as perfectly timed as you could get on the tag down at second base. Dalton Cornett with a laser of a throw. You look at it here on the replay. I'm not sure this angle is going to tell us much in terms of where the hand is.
Right. I couldn't agree more. Gosh, the sun is blaring.
Yep.
Here at 7:21 p.m. Central.
Yeah, this angle is just not, I don't think you can see it time-wise.
No, that shot from the first base angle isn't going to do it.
And I don't
It's intriguing on that home plate angle.
It is. It looks like his left hand might be sneaking. But
he looks safe to me. But is it enough evidence to overturn the call on the field?
Right, we've seen one angle that doesn't tell us much, and we've seen another angle that seems to indicate safe. This I don't think is going to tell us.
No, that does not tell you anything.
You really need to see it from, if we have a third base camera that looked on it, maybe, but
this call's going to stand.
I think it should stand. But I've been surprised.
Yes, we have.
Massively.
From time to time. From what we've seen from these angles, this call should not be overturned. If you showed me this play in a vacuum from the home plate angle, I think I would have wagered safe, but I'm not seeing enough evidence to flip it. And neither did the umpires.
The field stands. The runner is
so Vincent Chapman, Heath Banks, third base umpire, they both took a long look at it. Did not see evidence to overturn it, and it is the first caught stealing for DR Meadows this year in 13 tries. But a run comes across for the Nanners. A chance to win the inning. Let's get it on down to Sam Bauman.
Hey guys, it's Banana Ball's first time in the state of Nebraska, so we found some fans who like a little local flair, something about the Huskers. We've got Adam and Kai. Adam, I'm going to start with you. You came in from Omaha today. That important to see some Banana Ball?
It is. What we were doing is it's Kai's 8th birthday on Saturday, and he wanted tickets to come to the Savannah baseball.
Wow. So, Kai, you're turning 8. Is there anything you would love to get for your birthday tonight?
A sign from every player.
A sign from every player, okay. And I think there was one player you were hoping would do something tonight.
I hope KJ hit a dinger.
He hopes KJ hits a dinger. So the hopes and dreams of a young 8-year-old Kai are riding on Kyle Jackson. One last question for you, Kai. What do you like more as far as yellow foods, corn or bananas?
Bananas.
Bananas, we've converted them. We've converted them. Corn Huskers, banana country right now. Guys?
You're a big J journalist, Sam. That was a hard-hitting question at the end. Bananas or corn? I mean, they're both fantastic. It's like picking between my hypothetical children that don't exist.
Really? You consider corn and bananas that close?
I love them both.
Okay.
Controversial take, I'd take corn.
Interesting.
And I love bananas.
Interesting.
Corn's like the best.
Well, I'm eating a banana for breakfast every day, so I must disagree with you.
And that's very healthy and tasty for you. Jam shot, and it's not going to be caught in the second deck. Mason Maxwell still alive. What a second world tour it's been for Mad Max, the pride of Newfield, New Jersey. Goes down swinging here. We'll have plenty more time to wax poetic about the Firefighters' 11th round pick across the rest of tonight. For now, he's Noah Nisnik's first strikeout victim. High heat. Effective pitch is usually sits about 88 to 89. He can get up to 91, 92. And he's really adding some stink to the heater. And there's Darian McDowell with a ball and a strike on him. Long fly ball out to right. Alexiadis can't come up with the behind-the-back catch. And his counterpart in right, Premium good hustle into second. 2 bases on the missed trick play.
All right, so now we've seen this a couple different times now where something has gone against either of these teams. Austin Temple plunked a batter, Banana scored. Now a trick play missed. Can the Firefighters take advantage of it right back?
Yeah, it wasn't a scenario either where the cape got in the way for Reese Alexiadis. Just a regular old-fashioned trick play miss, and it certainly put some pressure on Noah Nisnik and Bill Leroy behind the dish, who has said that the game calling gets a little different when the Bananas are playing as that away team. He feels like they can't necessarily always nibble the way in which they do when they are playing as the home squad.
1-2 count on Dakota McFadden, another legend of the sport, here in his 6th World Tour.
This guy was benched going into the Little Rock series, and all he did after that for the next 2 months was go 12 of 28.
Good lumber here, straightaway center. Meadows is going to watch it, one hop off the wall, played it great. McDowell coming home, relay from Cox, not in time.
That is the first extra base knock of Dakota McFadden's 2026 season, and what do you know? It pushes the inning for the Firefighters and gives the Magic Man a chance to win it. He absolutely torched that banana ball out to deep center, and you see it's hidden speed from Darian McDowell. He got a late jump off a second, still able to score.
South Trimble, his first plate appearance since May 23rd against the Loco Beach Coconuts. He's the primary designated fielder and designated runner for the Firefighters, as that's a heck of a stop from Bill Leroy. Keeps McFadden on second, who, by the way, has to run right now, as the Firefighters have already used Noah Bridges, their designated runner, here tonight. And we'll have to wait for another trip through the batting order to get him back out there.
Biko South's been in a lineup 7 times this year. He has a hit in 5 of those games. So he's come up clutch in a couple different situations. 2 Showman of the Night awards his way.
Great take on the changeup. Ahead 3-1, ball 4, walks off the inning. And the fastball misses, just a pinch up. McFadden will rumble on in from second. South Trimble, his 4th walk-off of the year. And the Firefighters strike first.
He's had a count of timely ball 4 sprints and knocks for this Firefighters squad. And the Firefighters able to capitalize on another defensive miscue in this ball game for the Savannah Bananas as they go out to the 1-0 lead.
Remember what I told you about the Firefighters? It was the ball 4 sprints and missed trick plays that haunted them last week. It reverses script here, and now the Bananas are the ones haunted by a missed trick play and then an inning walk-off ball 4 sprint.
Talked about how Armando Becerra is the hottest bat in this lineup for the Firefighters. Let's show you some evidence to that claim. He is heated up across the last 2 weekends, hitting .538, a long ball last weekend in Charlotte, and how about a 1.453 OPS, leading the Firefighters across these last 6 games.
And you knew Armando was going to find his swing at some point, especially with the fact he doesn't strike out and he gets on base a lot. And I say that because he's on the mic, so I know he can hear me. Armando, hi!
Hey, Zach. Hey, Biko. What's up, Josh?
What's going on, Armando? How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourselves over there?
I think if we were any better, it would be illegal. I want to talk about the turnaround because, you know, I sent you a text a couple weeks ago. I'm not here to take credit. You definitely did this on your lonesome. But your approach has been so great this season. You're keeping the strikeouts down. The sprints have been way up. And all of a sudden, the barrels are coming.
Yeah, absolutely, Biko. I mean, I've been trying to keep the same approach the whole season. You know, it has been working for a lot of base knocks, but, you know, it was getting me on base. And I was seeing a lot of pitches, and getting on base in this game with ball 4 sprints is big time because, you know, guys on bags can get 2 bags right away. And, I mean, yeah, it's just sticking to it. And now I'm, like, seeing my pitch, being on time, and swinging hard, you know? And by the way, I'll give you a little bit credit for that message. It kept me in high spirits throughout the last 2 weeks. I'm not going to lie to you. It made me feel real good that, you know, watching and, you know, thinking about me. That was great. Thank you, Biko.
Well, that warms the heart to you.
I was about to say, if you ever need anybody to lift you up, it's Biko. Armando,
Yeah,
I'll ask you a question here in a second. I have to lay out for a moment.
All right.
This is game 2 of bald head time.
You know what they say, Armando? You can't spell banana ball without bald. Use your imagination.
I mean, his head looks like a ball now, so that makes sense.
It's a good catch, Mondo.
Oh, my goodness.
Turned into a Dan Oberst walk.
Somehow.
Two of your former collegiate Bananas teammates right there.
Mm-hmm.
Armando, there was a point in time where you were starting to maybe come out of the everyday lineup for a moment here with the Firefighters in May. How did you keep your confidence as Dan Obers just sends a screamer down the left field line? How did you keep your confidence to know that it would get turned around once you found your swing?
You know, I just try to be the same player every day and helping my team wherever I could. If it wasn't on the baseball field, you know, it was in the dugout, you know, keeping us up and you know, trying to be behind everybody as best I could.
It also probably helps that you have like one of the driest sense of humor. So anytime anybody just joked about it, you just be like, yeah, 100%.
Dude,
yeah.
I mean, you can ask a couple guys. I think Sal's a big fan of my humor.
I love your humor.
I got some a good one-liners, and yeah, I mean, it's a hit in the clubhouse, bro. I promise.
Bingo, I can't give this guy a compliment. I can't give him a compliment because he'll come back with, like, I'll tell him like, hey, that was a great swing in the third inning. He's like, oh, so you think my swing in the first inning wasn't all that good?
Hey, Zach, sometimes I just feel like you're coming for my neck, but it's all right. It's all love.
Coming for your neck with a hug.
No, you're right. You're a good guy. You're a nice guy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. That's a big K for Austin Temple here in the third inning. I beg your pardon.
It's that curveball. Filthy.
Armando, I'm curious. Does this feel at all kind of like the things that you experienced last year? I mean, we saw kind of a slow start out of the gate with the party animals, but in your second half, you were white hot for this squad.
As he immediately has to make a play. Good job keeping Dan on third.
Yeah, all right. I mean, yeah, I did feel very similar to last year's start. The only thing that was pretty different was I was actually putting balls in play and, you know, helping out that way. Even though last year I still had a lot of RBIs because when I would hit, I'd get guys to score. So, I mean, very similar in like amount of times on base, but honestly, I'd rather take this year because I was able to help on the other side of the ball on defense.
You get barrels is what you'd get. You don't have to be humble. You get barrels is what you'd get.
I stay on the barrel. I try to.
Good. Mondo, if you look behind you, there's a stadium behind you of about 85,000 people going to fill that place up. You are one of 4 players for the Firefighters that have ever played in a football stadium. What do you tell the rest of your guys about what Saturday's going to be like and the emotion of it?
Honestly, I mean, you just go into flow state once you're in front of so many fans like that. And, all right, hold on. Let's get into this rundown right here. What's going on?
Dan sacrifices himself. Temple will tag him, and KJ replaces him over at third.
All right, I'll take 2. Just one more to get in.
Things were happening there.
KJ picked off to
Things were indeed happening. That was weird.
Start that chaos.
But yeah, playing at a football stadium, it's a lot about just, you know, trusting everything you got, you know, getting up there and just having a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of fans, so it can get overwhelming. It's really loud. Oh, here we go.
Ball for a sprint. Mondo's got to hustle into second. Leroy's looking for 2 bases and just ahead of our man on the mic.
Here you go. Man, I did not know there's 3 there.
We get you talking. There's a lot of moving pieces.
I distracted with the whole 85,000 people in the stadium deal, I know.
Football stadium's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, can't see much, but, you know, you try your best to get up there, swing the bat, make some plays. I mean, the homers are insane with the short porch at one of the sides of the field, so.
I was going to say, let's not forget about your all-time performance in Nashville last season,
Oh, yeah, that was a blast. That's what I'm talking about, flow state, man. I mean, I just put it all on the board there and just, like, did my best to have a good game and, you know, coming in to play in replacement for Reese as he was getting married that weekend, so. I mean, it was just a blessing to have that opportunity. It was so much fun.
Give it up for marriage.
Someone else's blessing is your blessing.
Hoorah.
That was a showman of the game, Mondo.
Yes, it was.
Come on now.
Did you smash a guitar that night?
No, I didn't.
3 trick plays, though.
I was really hoping you did because you would have smashed it to daylight.
It was Rack and Jason Slon.
I did hit a backflip, though, on my way in on a homer.
That'll work.
I need to see one more of those in the firefighter uniform, although backflips have not been kind to us.
That's okay. I mean, I hit a regular backflip pretty easily, but these backflip catches, I'm going to have to work on those.
If we get the third out right here, can you do a backflip to celebrate?
Come on, Zach, you just said that we get hurt doing backflips. You want me to do backflip?
No. See, there's the humor. There's the humor.
There it is.
And I didn't get the backflip. No. Even more humor.
Armando Becerra, thank you so much for joining us. It was a blast, man.
Absolutely. Love y'all.
Keep up the great work, Mondo.
Love you, Mondo.
Thank you, guys.
Right back at you. Let's get it on down to Jolie Jabala.
4,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Eichel family. David and Carrie weren't planning on being foster parents, but they heard about a kiddo in need, so they became licensed 3 years ago. In that time, they're dedicated to keeping siblings together and dedicated to having a relationship with biological families. In total, they've welcomed 5 kiddos into their home and adopted 4 into their family. Fans, please welcome to the field the Eichel family that's making a difference right here in your community.
Another massive shout out to David and Carrie, superheroes here in the foster care community. And adopting 4 kiddos into the family, that is beautiful, beautiful stuff. Warms the heart. As does some Thursday night banana ball. Got the party animals and coconuts dueling on the Jersey Shore. They got going an hour before us, and then here in Lincoln, Nebraska, as Memorial Stadium lurks out beyond center field. A 1-0 Firefighters lead. 2.5 innings in the books. The Bananas a run scored, though, here in the 3rd inning. They've pushed at least a run across in all 3 innings, yet to turn that into a point, trying to change their fortunes here in the last of the 3rd. It'll be up to Noah Nisnik and the Bananas defense to make it happen. Top of the order, due to swing it for the Firefighters, Caden Green.
Oh, this ain't supposed to happen to me. Keep rocking and keep knocking. Whether you be tying up or rebocking, you see the hate that they serving on a platter. So what we gon' have? Dessert. Never thought I'd be in love like this. When I look at you, my mind goes on the trip. Then you came in and knocked me on my face. Feels like I'm in a race, but I only won first place. I never thought I'd fall for you as hard as I did. You got me thinking about a house and kids.
Oh my goodness.
Every morning I look at you and smile. So you came around and you knocked me down. Sometimes love comes around and it knocks you down. Just get back up when it knocks you down.
So to recap, Javon Ray carried down some high heels, dropped them, and then shoved his face in the cake. Blake Morgan put on a dress and a wig. Mason Maxwell stood on top of Chief's place. Peanut got awarded a medal, but got shoved about 100 times.
Well, last I checked, Mason Maxwell's got that dog in him, and Javon's a big fan of buttercream frosting, but I can't explain the Blake Morgan thing. Sorry, guys.
Neither can I, as it's a 1-1 count on Peanut. Cornette on deck, Lacey in the hole. Firefighters chasing a run, but up a point in this ball game. Green singled up the middle his first time. This is a great play, Jackson Olsen, but can't convert on the trick play. What's the official scoring decision there?
I'm going to go with trick play miss there. Olsen makes the play, I think with ordinary effort, has time to throw out Caden Green, but then that trick play attempt is, I think, the deciding factor in what allows Green to reach base there.
Yeah, it's one of those, if Olsen tries to get him the old-fashioned way, throws it over the top, gives it his best effort, and Peanut beats that, then it's a hit, clear cut. But that's not what happened, so trick play missed. Completely agree with the scoring decision. Niznik bringing in Olsen, Cox, and Meadows in center to Boogie on this 1-0 to Dalton Cornett. We grounded out to first his first time. Peter scrapes the outside corner to even up the count.
That's back-to-back innings, by the way, with a trick play missed from the Bananas. Last time it did not end well. See if it ends well, or ends better for them here.
Right, and they had an error in the first inning, too, so the defense has been sloppy early here in Lincoln for the Bananas.
And around Atlanta, Tyler Gillum said the biggest thing that they needed to clean up was defense. They had done that over the last couple of weekends. Now starting to rear its ugly head here tonight in Haymarket Park as Niz's 3-1 is hit to Olsen. He goes to Cox for the lead out, and Cox tries to transfer between the legs, but not able to get Dalton Cornett. So a fielder's choice for DC3, and the Nanners still hunting a trick play.
Good hustle by Cornett.
Firefighters have grounded into 27 double plays this year. That leads the Banana Ball Championship League. That won't count there. That's the danger, especially when you get the leadoff guy on, to not get him advanced in runner scoring position. Oh, my Lanta! Showtime has destroyed a Banana Ball. Second weekend in a row, no, third weekend in a row with a home run. And Showtime has sent us to the fourth inning with a 2-run blast. Goodness gracious. Get some air underneath that one, baby. Oh! Please, Javon, don't hurt Showtime.
Cake to the face with some force. Sam Bauman, grab that messy man.
Logan Lacey, what's sweeter, the cake or the hit?
I think they're about the same. It's daytime right now, but I'm seeing stars.
Clean them off. Clean them off. Yes.
Honestly,
thank you, SB.
Honestly, I would kind of rather him play third base with the cake on his face. Ooh.
We had already bought costumes for it, so we had those. And then I thought, Lincoln, Nebraska, Lincoln Logs, which also have absolutely nothing to do with this city that we are in, but we already bought those two, and so here's the game that we came up with that we are stuck with. I have two couples here. I have Adam and Jenna, and I have Matt and Ashley, and they are dressed like Abraham Lincoln. They are going to have to pick up these 2x4s one at a time as a couple between their legs. Take those logs, drop them in the pool together. That's right, we're dropping logs. This one is called Lincoln Logs. You're welcome, Nebraska. Here we go. Let's get ready. On your marks, get set, go. Move that log. We're moving fast here. The Beards really tie this one together.
Where I live, don't cook like that.
Get on over it and drop that log. Very good. This is going to be close. They're moving in. They're getting that second one. Ashley and Matt picking up the deuce here, the second log. Dropping logs in front of 8,000 people. Never thought that would be on their bucket list. Get on over it. Drop the deuce. Bang, 2 logs in, and they are your winners. And a gift for the losers. They get a bucket of water dumped all over them for their efforts. 4 years ago.
Brand new promo.
The greatest nothing to do with this city promo there ever was. Give it up for Lincoln
Brought
Logs.
out here for our first ever Banana Ball game here in Husker City, Lincoln, Nebraska. Did love seeing 4 Abraham Lincolns down there. That's 4 more Abraham Lincolns than we've had across the 413 banana ball games all time. Good to see Logan Lacey's been cleaned up. Be even better if he had some of that new summer collection banana ball merch, hot off the presses. Merchandising. The yogurt flamethrower, the kids love it. Can't wait till we get our own flamethrower we can sell on bananaball.com.
I have been begging for that for a long time.
Use with caution, kids.
When we got our Pyro Rob here, I asked him for multiple flamethrowers. I was told no expeditiously.
Logan Lacey with the 2-run homer to win the 4th and a nasty bender to sit down Reese Alexiadis. Already 4 Ks now for Austin Temple, starting to find a groove.
Yeah, did a great job throwing that breaking ball down and away from Reese Alexiadis, expanding the zone. We've seen some erratic control for Austin Temple, a couple sprints, a hit by pitch, but he's still collecting the strikeouts at the same time.
Like, this has been part of the weirdness of the way that the Firefighters pitching has gone this year, because their stuff with strikeouts is Ryan Cox goes right back up the middle in the left center field. That'll go almost all the way to the track. He's going to have himself potentially a double. He will have a double. But that's the point. Like, their strikeout stuff is excellent. It's the around the margins where they've kind of been picked apart.
Nanners' offense hasn't been the problem. Cox now 1 for 2 tonight, as that was played beautifully by Becerra to make sure it wasn't worse than a double. And Ty Jackson plunked his first time, came around to score a run in the 2nd. Firefighters promptly doubled that. Earned their first point of the ball game. And then did the same in the 3rd. Curveball fouled away, a ball and 2 strikes on Ty here in his 3rd World Tour, 5th year as a Savannah Banana. Fouls the fastball back.
Kenny's played himself out of a platoon, pretty much starting just about every day for the Savannah Bananas at this point. He's been doing very good and making consistent contact for this squad, and batted .400 in the month of May. Hoping to stay hot here in June.
Count even at 2-2 here. 1 for 4 last weekend, a double and 2 ball 4 sprints, so he reached base half of his plate appearances against the Clowns. Great take. Ty's fired up.
You saw him immediately turning that back, hyping himself up to his teammates, just trying to get some more energy out of these guys.
And ball 4, fastball below the knees. Temple's complaining, he should not be. As that's it. RBI, ball 4 sprint. Cox scores easily, of course, from second base. And Ty aboard for the 2nd time tonight. Nanners have scored in every inning in the runs department. Yet to turn those into a point, though.
And I'll say what you saw from Ty Jackson, not only him being able to work the ball 4 sprint, but the way in which he turned back to his dugout, fired up about the way he was working that plate appearance. You need that, because you have, just like you mentioned, Biko, Bananas have scored in every inning, but they still haven't gotten a point. You can't allow that to deflate you too much, and Ty Jackson, being that spark plug, is trying to do his best not to have that affect his team.
Good fight there by Olsen on the 0-2. After a beautiful curveball put Jackie in the 0-2 hole. Flew out to center field his first time. And goes down swinging. It's the curve again, and strikeout number 5 for Temple.
When his location is good, this guy is unhittable. It's 5 strikeouts already. You look at the runs given up, that certainly sticks out. But how can you not acknowledge that his strikeout stuff is just superb right now?
Curveball fouled away. Quick 0-2 count on DR Meadows. Singles in his 2 trips to the dish so far. Scored a run, has driven in a run. Ty dancing off of first. Broken bat. And a tip drill from Trimble to Green. South will grab the trick play. A run across for the Nanners. We'll see if the 4th inning is the first time they can actually turn that into a point, as the Firefighters up 4-0 in trick plays.
field, left field.
Hey baby time,
Everybody
middle of the
on
fourth from
your
Lincoln.
feet. Because we're going to get the biggest hey baby Nebraska has ever seen. So let's get those hands all the way up in the air. All the way up in the air, all the way around. And join us. Here we go. Clap those hands. You guys look good. Now get those arms waving. Here we go. Keep it going. Now keep it clapping as we shuffle. Woo. You guys look good.
Okay.
Now let me hear you sing it.
I know what I'm getting at midnight. Oh yeah, let's go. That sounds great. Can you get them delivered late night?
One more time. You guys are amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Beautiful scene here at Haymarket Park. 25-year-old stadium. Home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers baseball team and the Lincoln Salt Dogs of the American Association. Had Garrett Delano on their pitching staff, 2021 and 2022. And those same years had Kyle Perry on the Nebraska baseball team. They were sharing this field.
That's Banana Ball MPI leader Kyle Perry to you. Put some respect on his name.
Bet your bottom dollar. KP having himself a heck of a second world tour. Lamar Sparks' first pitch he sees here in the home half of the fourth. A moon ball out to Alexiadis. And it's so tough. You saw Super Reese miss the trick play back in the second inning. Helped the Firefighters get those 2 runs and earn their first point. He's coming in and out of the shadows. It happened to him on the missed trick play behind the back. Happened to him on that fly out right there.
I don't know how many times the Bananas are going to go this deep into a game without recording a trick play. They've been just so good with it. As EJ almost hit Shay Tiley, our social media coordinator, down the third base line.
Great evasive maneuvers from Shay. It's a broken bat. RBI single by EJ. Tied the first inning at 2 runs each.
And a big knock for EJ. His first hit against his former squad. So very fun, and brought in an RBI for the Firefighters as well, as EJ puts good lumber on that banana ball and lines it in front of Robert Anthony Cruz in left field.
How about his second hit against his former squad?
About to say, Josh, soothsayer here. Johnny on the spot. Joshy on the spot, I should say.
EJ gives way to Noah Bridges, who's pinch run for him at first both times. Jones has singled. And now Mondo had an infield single his first time. Will swing it 1 on, 1 out. Bacedo representing the inning-winning run for the Firefighters.
By the way, Firefighters, most runs they scored on Noah Nisnik last year, 5. They already got 6 on him here.
High pop. Meadows battling the sun. There is out number 2, and here comes Jesse Cole.
Now coming to pitch, hailing from right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. And he led the Nebraska Cornhuskers to the College World Series and a World Series champion with the New York Yankees. Please welcome Jabba Chamberlain!
What a moment. Jabba Chamberlain, who led the Cornhuskers to their first ever victory in the Baseball College World Series. Back here in his hometown of Lincoln, Nebraska. And I think he's going to high-five every fan in the stadium.
He's going to slow the MPI of this inning way down, but for good reason, to get the home crowd adulation. A former World Series champion. Biko and I found out Jabba Chamberlain would be here, and I think both, like, at least 12-year-old me and 13-year-old you started freaking out. Why would I be younger than you in this situation? I don't know. But we watched this guy out of the bullpen help the Yankees win a World Series in 2009. He was absolute gas in certain situations. What a treat to see him back in his hometown.
Well, the legend began in 2007. He had 16 straight scoreless innings to start his MLB career. You had the infamous Jabba rules, where he wouldn't pitch back-to-back days. If he pitched multiple innings, he had to take multiple days off. Fans were clamoring for more Jabba Chamberlain. And then he made 31 starts in 2009 en route to the Yankees' most recent World Series title. And what a moment here for Jabba, looking up to the sky. Getting to pitch in Haymarket Park once again. He caught it home the seasons of 2005 and 2006. He was first team All-Big 12 for Nebraska, third team All-American. And at 40 years old, he's got the zip. Some good giddy up on that fastball.
And again, his rise to the bigs was pretty quick too. Was playing for the Yankees by 2007, had the earned run average below 1 that season. And he didn't appear in all that many games, and he was still a top 10 finalist in Rookie of the Year for the New York Yankees. It just goes to show you what a revelation he was at the beginning of his major league career.
This is pretty cool too. Former New York Yankee going up against a guy who did not grow up too far outside of New York City, and Mason Maxwell in New Jersey. So this, what a cool moment for Mason.
We talked about it his first time up out of Newfield, New Jersey. Mad Max was the Firefighters' final draft pick, number 85 overall this past November. And he has rewarded them time and time again, just barely a foul ball. Seth Markham, first base umpire, right on top of it. Jabba's telling Maxwell it was a foul ball. Get another look. Ooh, I think that was the right call.
Yeah, it's close.
That safety base is in foul territory. Going over the safety base does not mean a fair ball.
Jabba's still talking to Mason. He's still rattling off at him.
I think he's telling him what pitch is coming.
That's sick.
It's like he's calling a cutter. That's a bend to it. Oh yeah, Jabba having a good chat with Maxwell.
What is he saying to him?
Got the smile on his face. I mean, you still see the confidence that Jabba's got on that pitcher's mound. Ahead 0-2.
What did Mason do to Jabba Chamberlain, man?
Fastball. He said haters coming. It's a guy who's touched 101 in his career. This fastball, a fly ball, DR, a tumbling catch for dramatics. And Jabba Chamberlain gets the job done here in his hometown and his college home.
The most electric 3 pitches of banana ball right there. Come on now.
That was wild from start to finish.
Oh my goodness. Every pitch got made contact with too. Incredible.
Sam Bauman, what's going on down on the field?
Hey, Jabba, for starters, we saw you chatting there with Mason Maxwell at the bat. What are you saying to him?
Well, and you know what I'm throwing, hit it. You know what I'm throwing. I'm not being secretive. I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. You missed it.
So you still got a little fire. How's that sound?
It's awesome. Like this is such an incredible place. Last time I pitched on this mound, my dad was here, and when I looked, it's like I know my dad's here, and it's just absolutely cool that I got this opportunity.
Jabba, you took every second you could walking down here, just soaking it up one more time.
Yeah, because you don't get it a lot. You know, you're just a dad and do whatever. But to be able to be in this situation and with these guys that work their butts off and do this to perform in front of everybody, to have that chance is really, really cool. It's really cool. And I'm old, so.
Hey, Java, you still got the job done. 3 pitches. He's still got the fire in him, guys. Let's let him hang out with his Cornhusker Nation a little bit.
That sounds sublime. Sam, thank you so much. And how cool is that? I can promise you, Jabba Chamberlain, your dad Harlan is looking down, beaming ear to ear. I mean, that was such a special performance for the former Cornhusker right back here in his home city.
I mean, you've seen it so many different times with these former major leaguers who come in to play banana ball. One, they want to put on a show for the fans, but you know, you think about the guys who've done it because they want their kids to see them play out on the diamond one more time. Jabba wants to soak things up with his alma mater. And honestly, it reminded me as well of Jason Kipnis in Cleveland in 2024. Kipnis didn't get a game in front of the Cleveland crowd for the last time due to COVID, and then he hung him up, and he got that big ovation here. I'm sure that felt pretty similar there for Jabba Chamberlain.
Dan Oberst is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and just barely missed what would have at least been 2 more bases. I think that would have been a triple if it was maybe a foot over to the left. Get another look. Yay! About as close as they come. And a double to left, a double to right center for Oberst.
Chief! A man of the people. Even colored in yellow.
Also a dog of the people.
He's a boy dog.
Both. Both can be true.
Get you a dog that can do both.
Oh, he is so cute. Slider misses high. A 3-1 count here on Oberst. Leading the Bananas with his .367 batting average here in his 8th year as a nanner. And looks like Vincent Chapman lost track of the count. It should be 3-1. It should be 3-1. And Vincent's trying to say it's 2-1. He's asking his third base umpire, just ask us, Vince, no! No, it's 3-1. Gosh, there's ball 4. Okay, yep, he figured it out at the end. Dalton Cornett's confused as could be. Firefighters dugout, same goes for them.
I think they played up in the outfield just as a safety precaution there, which is not a fun risk to take with Dan Oberst at the plate if you want to play shallow. Luckily, it didn't burn him there.
Look, I mean, when we had Armando Becerra on the microphone, we kind of gathered, you know, he and all of the outfielders, everybody on the field to play, they are keeping track of these counts as well. So the Firefighters, I think, were well aware of what that count was and did a good job, despite some confusion, keeping Oberst to just 1 base.
It's a 1-1 count on Max Young Goldberg, 2-run ball 4 sprint back in the first, and then went down swinging in the third. One of 5 strikeout victims of Austin Temple.
It's 4 ball 4 sprints, by the way, issued out by the Firefighters when they've had opportunities of clean innings, too.
Skied to center. Becerra back. Looking up. Oh, it's out. Straight away center field. Max Young Goldberg. Big boy 2-run shot. 3rd of his career.
And you know what? We saw it on the pregame show. He was rubbing Ty's head for potentially good luck tonight. A moonshot for Maxfield to center field. And a big blast sorely needed for the Bananas. Did not have a single home run a weekend ago against the Indianapolis Clowns. That has got to be a nice sigh of relief for the Savannah Bananas.
SB.
Hey, Max, who's the credit go to on that one?
Honestly, man, I just got to say one thing. That man shaved his head because he got the 200K.
It's about time you get a home run.
Thank you. But it's because he's a team guy. And it allows guys like me to have a moment like that where we get to embrace on some cool stuff, man.
I couldn't agree more, bro. Man. When you put in that work and get to that spot, that's all you can do, bro. Rub the head.
I want to say one more thing. Man, I love Nebraska, yo.
Hey, said it.
4 stakes on the evening already for MJG. We're about halfway through this ball game with less than 55 minutes to play here in the top of the 5th inning. Zach Phillips is in. He's got a grounder from KJ to EJ, and that's just pure hustle. KJ beats the flip from Eric Jones Jr. Official scoring decision on that one. Josh is really thinking about it.
Yeah, this one's tough.
If it helps you, I thought it was a single.
That's where I lean.
I think KJ was just going to beat Phillips to the bag.
It was such a late jump on Zach Phillips. I think that is where the biggest problem is with that play and the way in which it broke down.
And it gets weird because EJ flipped it between the legs. That's where you end up in the debate. Trick play missed or single as Bill Leroy, perfect swinging bunt. He wasn't hard out of the box though. Cornette is going to get him. Bill took his time getting out of the box. I don't think he thought it was going to stay fair. And that's going to cost him an infield single.
Yeah, the Firefighters have been burned by that particular swing on a multitude of occasions this year. So I think Dalton Cornette, the second that went, he wasn't waiting to see if that would dribble foul. He's going straight for it to try and make something out of it. And Zach Phillips, living up to his name, quickly working here on Robert Anthony Cruz.
Laser beam down the right field line. Nice stop by McDowell. KJ will score easily, but Premium holds Rack to just a single. As it's the third run across for the Nanners here in the 5th inning. First two against Austin Temple. Now they've pushed a pair across, or one run across against Zach Phillips. Philly 3 World Tours as a Savannah Banana. This is his first campaign on the Firefighters. Was snagged in the 6th round. 45th overall draft pick. As a bouncer to Caden Green is one trick play. Make it 2. Trimble between the legs on the twin killing. The Nanners with their biggest offensive inning yet, but it ends in a double trick play. As the Firefighters are up to 6 on the night, Nanners still don't have 1.
Yeah, at this point, the Firefighters, you're living with the opportunity to deny that equalizer point, but now you've got to get on your horse offensively again. We see if they can put a beat on a banana ball as the fire line is about to put a hurting on these drums. Biko, in the history of Nebraska, drums have never been banged harder.
I believe it. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Two-1 Firefighters lead. Alan Sadoff, the righty out of Ridgely, Maryland. After 3 years in the Seattle Mariners organization, here in his rookie campaign in Banana Ball.
Yeah, trying to earn his 3rd point of the season for the Savannah Bananas, out for the 10th time this year. We saw Sadoff pitch against the Clowns last Friday night and gave up 3 runs, although none of them were earned, as the Clowns were able to beat up on him after an Alex Ziegler error at first base. Sadoff eventually surrendered a home run to Joe Gray Jr., but nonetheless has been very effective on the pitcher's mound, a pretty high strikeout rate this season, and jumping ahead of Darian McDowell, 0-2.
Battle between 9th rounders in the inaugural Banana Ball player draft. Sadoff, good old country hardball. Kid who grew up on the farm And that is cheese by McDowell.
Learned how to throw in a chicken barn. That is how this all started for Alan Sadoff. And I mentioned the high strikeout rate, currently sitting at 21% for Big Al, and that one came on just 3 pitches against Premium.
Two balls and no strikes on Dakota McFadden. Booming double to straightaway center his first time. Tied the second inning and set up the walk-off ball 4 sprint by the on-deck man South Trimble. D-Mac came in tonight hitting .296, a .397 on-base percentage. And works himself a ball 4 sprint.
Yeah, Biko, I would have been floored if he had swung at that one. We saw the green light special with Bill Leroy earlier. I did not think D-Mac was going to go for it right there. Noah Bridges? Doesn't appear so.
Well, he can't legally come in
Correct.
right now.
I just, yep. Chief, hello! See ya. He's such a good boy. He's the best.
10 out of 10 job done by Chief.
Now, if there's one thing that I've told a lot of people this year that I've been missing in my life during the Banana Ball season, it's more Chief.
Good. Yep. We all could use more Chief. Just the ability to say what's Dog doing is really important in my life as South Trimble goes into left field.
How about South Trimble, the walk-off sprint to win the second inning. His 7th hit now in 16 at-bats this year. A guy who came in hitting .400, small sample size, but it's even that much more impressive when your offensive opportunities are coming sparingly.
Biko, he had 7 hits all of last World Tour. He's already tied it. And he had 40 ABs last year. He's got just 16 this year.
And now Peanut with a pop in the infield. KJ the call and the catch. Infield fly had been called anyhow. So Sadoff able to take care of the Firefighters. Early season MVP candidate. But it's out of the frying pan into the fire. Dalton Cornett, a home run last weekend, his 2nd of the year. About as talented a hitter as you can find in Banana Ball. Takes his turn representing the inning-tying run and is behind 0-2.
He's played in 4 straight games with a run batted in for the Firefighters and did a lot of damage against the Nanners last year. 10 doubles, 3 home runs, and now spoils the 0-2 from Sadoff.
Couple ground outs tonight so far for DC3. Latter was a fielder's choice, though. He did come around to score a run. Down swinging. It's the high fastball again for Big Al. As he puts another point on the board for the Bananas, we are tied at 2 through 5 innings of action. Sadoff works around the sprint and the single. And let's get the answer to our question from our kids at Banana Ball Backstage.
All right, guys, I'm here in Banana Ball Backstage with 9-year-old Colton, and he's got a great question for Noah Bridges. Colton?
What's your favorite movie?
Noah, what is it?
My name is Noah Bridges. My favorite movie is Tombstone. Go get him.
Noah Bridges, trick play out and left.
Of all the movies I would have thought were Noah's favorite, Tombstone is about the most out of left field one. Tombstone's a great movie, don't get me wrong.
Never heard of it.
What?
Never heard of it.
He's our Huckleberry, bro. Come on, man.
Doc Holliday?
Talking about Huckleberry Finn?
No.
Is this a
Not at all.
It's not
oh
like
my
a,
God.
It's not a Mark Twain thing going on
No,
here?
not at all.
Not even close.
This is the Old West, my friend.
This is Kurt Russell with 6 shooters on his hip and saloon doors.
Sounds cool.
Val Kilmer.
Yep.
That's an actor. I've heard of his name.
Good.
He was in one of the Rocky movies, right?
No.
Huh. He wasn't Drago?
He was Batman.
He was Batman.
Val Kilmer was Batman.
In Batman
Drago.
Forever.
I haven't seen Batman
He
forever.
was Jim Morrison in The Doors.
Yep.
Iceman in Top Gun.
Oh, he was Iceman.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I cannot believe you thought Ivan Drago,
wow,
out of Rocky, played by Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren.
Was Val Kilmer.
Yeah, don't you guys? All right, well, let's see if the fans can make a play here on the foul ball from Cox. They cannot. You get the mistake, though, right? I mean, like, it's like Eastern European names, you know?
They sort of had spiked hair.
They're both blonde, right? Am I wrong on that?
That's about where the similarities die.
Kind of.
Is Val Kilmer not tall?
No, I don't believe. Well, hold on.
He's not the blondest.
I thought he was.
Unless he was dyeing his hair for some of these movies.
1-2 count on Cox. The fans want free donuts. Zach Phillips can't get Ryan Cox to chase the high heat. 2-2.
Val Kilmer was 6 feet tall.
It's taller than average. Swing and a miss. There's the donuts. Philly delivers for the full capacity crowd here in Lincoln.
And you know, no matter how deep into the season this gets, this feels good for Zach Phillips. Being able to go up against his old team and get a K, send the donuts to the people, bring the sweets to the people, as he just goes gas right there for Ryan Cox, who swings over it. Remember, the first inning Philly pitched against the Bananas. He went a minute and 27 seconds. At the time, was the fastest inning of the Firefighters season. Already starts out this inning much cleaner with a K.
Does look like he's got a little extra zip on the fastball going against his former team.
He's
all straight bad ones, though, to tie.
He's also probably plussed because Ole Miss is playing in the College World Series up in Omaha tomorrow.
Recently knocked out his shortstops, Auburn Tigers. Peanut, the first to receive a throw on the ball for a sprint. Ty Jackson, a big turn at first, and he will about face. Ty aboard for the third time tonight.
Dolph Lundgren, 6'5".
Ooh, that's a big Tiger. So they didn't have him on like milk cartons for all those Rocky boxing scenes?
No.
He turned out to be a good guy as the saga continued, right? Liner, leaping, oh wow, knocked down by Trimble, and he's gonna get the force at second. What an athletic play from South. Takes a hit away from Olsen and gets Ty Jackson off the bases.
Yeah, that's just a good job by South. Trimble staying with that banana ball, knocking it down, and he benefits from a little confusion from Ty Jackson, who just wasn't sure whether Trimble handled it or not. So now Olsen replaces Ty, and this one goes off the glove of Zach Phillips. D.R. Meadows is in at first, and trying to get a little too aggressive is J.T. Sokolov, the designated runner. It was nobody covering third base, but the Firefighters able to chase down J.T. and post a 0 in the 6th.
Let me point this out, too. As you see, broken bat singles, we've had about 1 billion of those tonight.
Yeah.
Look at Peanut. Head on a swivel, get to third, cover for Philly, place the tag, stick the tongue out like you're Michael Jordan, off the shoulder, baby.
Reginald Horton would be proud, although in this moment,
maybe not so much.
Yes, it went against his beloved Bananas. But it was very accountable defense by Peanut, his former player back in the summer of 2022. Caden played the first half of that summer on the collegiate summer Savannah Bananas.
I wonder if you'd have gone back then and told Peanut in like 4 years, you're going to be playing in front of 85,000 people at Memorial Stadium at the University of Nebraska, just what his reaction would have been.
Against the Savannah Bananas.
Correct. With a team called the Firefighters.
The plot thickens, who would not exist for 2 more years.
In a league where another pitcher is named Peanuts.
Right. And we have a front office staff member named Peanut, too. We've got a lot of peanuts in Banana Land.
But there's only one Peanut in my heart.
No doubt.
His dad is here tonight watching. I'm sure he's also listening to the broadcast. We have a few family members watching, and I know that because they've been lighting my phone up.
You think they made the 6-7 hour drive up from Berry Hill, Oklahoma? Gotta be.
I see what you did there.
Sounds more enjoyable. I didn't even mean to. That's just a fact.
They probably did, yes.
David Ray Meadows, 3 hits already tonight. But last weekend, his first backflip catch since April 12th when he injured his right hamstring in Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. He also picked up his first stolen base since then last weekend. Feeling better than ever, and so spry, he's joining us on the mic. DR, what's going on out there?
What's good, fellas?
I'm feeling as good as your hamstring has to be right now. I mean, the flips are back, the stolen bases are back. How good does it feel to?
Hey, I thought I had one earlier, but you know, the glare and the camera angles kind of. Let me tell you about the sun here.
Please.
Yes.
If I played college ball here at Nebraska, I would enter the transfer portal just like that. This is the worst sun. I'm pretty good at like judging balls in the sun as well, and I never wear sunglasses. But this is awful out here.
Now, what is your reason for not wearing the sunglasses?
Well, usually the sun's not in my eyes, but today it was brutal. Luckily, it's going down enough right now. I don't have to use the binoculars, but we're rolling.
Big swing and miss from Logan Lacey. 3, 4, and 5 here for the Firefighters. Lacey, Sparks, and Jones, the big boppers. Logan, a 2-run shot his last time, walked off the 3rd inning as he squibs that foul. DR, how good does it feel to be back fully healthy? I mean, it's been a long process, and you played through the injury for a while, too.
Yeah, it feels so good to come out here and run around with no constraints, especially mentally coming off a hamstring injury. You know, you kind of run, but you don't want to really run as fast as you can. But yeah, man, both of these things feel good now, and just playing out here with Reese and Rack and getting to just run around is just so much fun, and helps the game hitting as well. There we go. We might get a backflip here.
Robert Anthony Cruz.
Hey, there it is.
That's a rack flip.
Tell you what, that ball, it carries out here, left, right, center. It don't matter where it is.
How cool is it to see your partner in the outfield perfect the trick play that you invented?
It's pretty cool, man. Not just him, but I mean, you see Indy Stanley, Zach Watson, all these guys across the league doing it now, and it's unbelievable to be able to invent it, but also see it be a part of the game and bringing some acrobatics as well into the game.
DR, this is Zach, by the way, longtime listener, first-time caller. I've literally never been on the mic with you. I might have had like 4 conversations with you in total.
What's up, Zachary? Hey, I love listening to you broadcast the game, man.
Oh my!
Should I hit one?
Yes, please, DR.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Oh,
I missed it.
Clings off the glove. Alexiadis cleans it up, but Sparks hustling the whole way will get to 3rd.
Sheesh.
Well, that was a great shot at it, DR.
Yeah, that was dumb. That might have cost us the inning.
I tried not to distract you on that, I promise you. DR, we talked about your outfield mate. Is it still weird yet to see EJ and Donnie and Philly in a different uniform after playing for so long with them?
It is. It is so weird. But it's also fun to get to compete against these guys as well. Leaf out. Let's go. Come on, Big Al. Yeah, and not only them, but the Coconuts and the Clowns and the Tailgaters. I don't think we lost anybody to the Tailgaters, but
right back up the chute.
That one hurts, fellas.
I'm sorry, DR. We convinced you to do it.
No, that's on me. I got to perfect that. But it's fun talking to you guys. I love you guys, and we still got a lot of ball to play.
Love you too, bro.
Thanks for joining us, DR. Love you.
You're a legend.
There goes DR Meadows. Can't nail the backflip catch, and then his longtime teammate Eric Jones Jr. capitalizes with a hot shot right back up the chute. He's 3 for 3 with his 2nd run driven in.
Look at what Zachary Bridges has started here. He's got banana fans celebrating what the Firefighters are doing. But really, this is an important game here for the Firefighters, not just for the confidence after coming off a rough stretch against the Texas Tailgaters, but because when you play in the middle of a cornfield, you know the rules. There's usually an 85,000-seat football stadium somewhere in it, and that's where the Firefighters, for the first time ever, will play in a football stadium. And not only is it their first ever football stadium, folks, they are the home team in this football stadium. Nebraska has embraced go big red. Well, on Saturday night, we're going to go big red everything with flames, fireballs, explosions. Firefighters are probably wearing the red uniforms. This is a massive weekend, the largest weekend literally for this firefighter brand, and tonight could be a huge confidence boost going into that night.
What a view of Memorial Stadium, which will overtake Death Valley, Clemson's version of Memorial Stadium, for the largest Memorial Stadium we've ever played in. More importantly, the third largest venue in Banana Ball history, all of them coming in the last 5 weeks. Just behind Kyle Field and Neyland Stadium, and overtaking Clemson's Memorial Stadium as well as Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte.
I mean, we've been getting those SEC atmospheres lately, but now we get a look at the Big Ten. I know Nebraska's certainly going to bring it. And you guys will see on Saturday some fun Easter eggs in the layout of the field as Dan Oberst hits this to South Trimble, a transfer behind his back, and a trick play for the Firefighters.
Gentlemen, if you would have told me before this game the Firefighters would go into the 7th inning, allowing just one trick play for the Savannah Bananas, I'd have eaten my hat. I didn't want to eat my hat because it's one of the new Banana Ball Fire Department ones, which you can get as part of our new summer collection at shop.savannahbananas.com, but I would have.
Yeah, they are sweet. MJG able to hold up on the high heat.
I might get
appealed down to third, and Heath Banks said he did hold up. Big swing and a miss. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zach Phillips out for a 3rd inning of relief. And that one just barely foul. EJ thought it was fair. Seth Markham disagreed with him.
EJ appealing back to Vincent, I think. I don't know. He's pointing somewhere. Oh, a challenge?
Well, Seth Markham is the umpire that makes the call there.
Feels like an odd place to use the challenge. I don't think the fans did it. I think this might be a firefighter.
Bananas lost their challenge in the 2nd inning.
Look at Clay Pemp over there, by the way. Just being himself.
Fans still have their challenge. See, that's just an angle that can't overturn.
Yeah, I can't see it there. If anything, it kind of looks where he fields it.
Oh, this is perfect. Here we go.
That's tough.
It's very tough. I mean, this
is
is
just not the wisest challenge to begin with, to be very honest.
I mean, hits the line right there.
Right. And then do you see enough? Does it cross the front corner of the bag in fair play? I don't think you're seeing enough to overturn this.
That's where it gets so tricky.
Right.
Yep. Right.
You would have to clearly see it.
You need conclusive, clear evidence.
You almost need an over-the-top view, like from a drone or something, to really be conclusive about this. I mean, EJ waited till the absolute last second that he could to field it.
And mind you, this is the best angle we've had for a fair foul challenge in the history of Banana Ball.
How does Seth Markham fit the camera onto whatever is atop his head? I don't know. But
I was just looking at him trying to figure out the exact same thing.
I'll be honest, I forgot he had it on there for a minute.
I had no idea he did.
We saw this angle earlier. Hello.
The ruling on the field is a foul ball.
Yeah, call's got to stand. Similar to the Bananas losing their challenge back in the 2nd. Just don't have an angle that can overturn it. And if there was ever a time that we were going to have an angle, we literally got to see it through Seth Markham's eyes. That's pretty awesome.
Now it does leave the fans, the only folks who have the challenge at their disposal for the rest of the traditional 9 innings of Banana Ball.
Payoff pitch fouled away. We'll get another 3-2 from Phillips to MJG.
And of course, Josh, that is no small thing. They won the Coconuts a game against these Bananas, as that is a K looking.
Second punchy for Philly.
This is a huge night, I think, just for his confidence, because he's had some rough outings, some trick plays missed that have gone against his way, but you can see there's some confidence brewing in there. That's a look of a guy who knows what he wants to accomplish tonight.
Kyle Jackson is going to have extra bases. Out into right center. Becerra fires it in. KJ will stay put at second. Stand-up double. 3rd hit of the ball game for Kyle Jackson.
They're having a great night. now gets the extra base knock for the Savannah Bananas. And things are in the hands of Bill Leroy. Again, a firefighter killer last year. Had a .525 batting average against this squad. And looking to do damage against a guy he caught a lot for in Zach Phillips.
It was soft contact 2 innings ago as the fastball gets to the bottom of the zone. Swinging bunt, Cornett, great play to take care of his counterpart over at first. Heater misses wide to even up the count. And Bill fouls it off himself.
Ouch!
Never feels good. Philly trying to put a bow on 3 innings of relief. And it's a strikeout again. 3rd K of the outing for Zach Phillips.
Yes, he's had a 1:27 inning, but that might be the signature inning in a firefighter uniform for Zach Phillips. Runner on second, need a clean top of the inning, and you get Bill Barrels to swing for strike 3. Big-time confidence booster for Philly.
3 innings of 1-run ball for Zach Phillips. The run came across 3 batters into his outing. Since then, fantastic. As we are in the middle of the 7th inning, Firefighters lead 3 points to 2 and lead 7-1 in trick plays. It's just about been all black and yellow when it comes to the trickery. It started with Darian McDowell all the way back in the 1st.
And you do wonder if the missed trick play from Reese Alexiadis that helped the Firefighters ultimately get a 2nd point, if that's sort of, I don't want to say scared off the Savannah Bananas, but there have been some really tough situations, and we've seen a couple of missed trick plays where you wonder, are they a little bit spooked by the way the sun was hitting? We saw D.R. Meadows miss his patented backflip catch. The only trick play for the Bananas right now is a rack flip that got all of Lincoln, Nebraska off their feet. But as Jacob Bazela comes in, if the Firefighters can get a clean inning here in trick plays, they go into the top of the 8th with supreme advantage in the battle for that equalizer point, whether they deny it or give it up.
Going to look at the numbers for Big Red. Jacob Bazela, 5-pitch mix, and enters 10th round draft pick out of North Huntington, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you saw Jacob Bazela, his first 2 months, phenomenal for the Bananas. 3.37 earned run average in 10 2/3 innings pitched. But across his last 10 1/3, Bazela's earned run average at 6.97. And a big reason, his ball force sprint rate has increased by 4%. His strikeout rate has fallen by 4% as well. So it looks like small changes for Jacob Bazela, but it has made a little bit of a difference as Olsen collects through the legs, flips through the legs, and Alex Ziegler caps off a double trick play for the Nanners, now with 3 trick plays on the night.
The first trick play came an inning ago in the 6th, the backflip catch from Robert Anthony Cruz. And now, within striking distance, down 4 trick plays, a maximum of 5 defensive outs still for the Bananas. Firefighters will get 3 of them in the top of the 8th.
Puts the pressure right back on the Firefighters in the top of the 8th. Just get something. Might not need to get a ton of trick plays, but just 1 or 2 can really give you some separation as Mason stares now at a 3-0 count.
Strikeout and flyout so far tonight for Mad Max.
And one of them, he got every pitch hit by Jabba Chamberlain.
Yeah, that was the flyout to center. Closed out the 4th inning. And he'll earn the ball for sprint. Bazela upset with himself. Too much tail on the fastball. Big turnaround first, and Maxwell will head back to 1B.
And this is a big runner now on base for the Firefighters, especially with the trick play battle still not decided. If you can get another point across the board here, that does wonders for some insurance opportunities going into the 8th inning.
Screamer, and KJ can't snag it on the leap. Noah Bridges, the designated runner, will go station to station. Darian McDowell, a frozen rope to left. And there are 2 Firefighters on the inning-winning run up to 2nd.
Yeah, just good lumber from Darian McDowell. Noah Bridges got a little bit of a slow start on that ball. I think expecting Kyle Jackson to come down and make the play. So only able to advance one base. And Dakota McFadden, his first pitch hacking. That one's back to the screen.
RBI double back in the second. His first extra base hit of the year, and then a ball four sprint in the fifth. Oh-2 count, fouls off the sliders. Got to look out for high 80s, low 90s fastball, curveball, splitter, and knuckleball as well. 0-2. Never even thinks about the high heat.
Firefighters come into tonight, 360 average with runners in scoring position. You just need one to come home.
Looped out to right center. It is down. Bridges waited to see it land. He's just coming around third, but he will score easily. Dakota McFadden. A walk-off to take the seventh, and it's a 4-2 Firefighters lead.
Stand up, now stop, and let your homeboy.
Zachary Bridges with the patented shaking knees selling. Ladies and gentlemen, Dakota McFadden has waited for one of the biggest opportunities this season to have one of his biggest nights of 2026. I smell a showman potentially on the books here as we go to our firefighter of the night.
Justin began his career as a volunteer firefighter and EMT, and he continues to volunteer at the Raymond Volunteer Fire Department while also being assigned to Engine 8A for Lincoln Fire and Rescue and serving as the search team manager for Nebraska Task Force 1. This year, Moss was honored to receive the 2026 Chief Doug Wels's Firefighter of the Year Award. In his career, he has served your community at Lincoln Fire and Rescue for 10 years. Fans, please join us in celebrating our Firefighter of the Night, Fire Apparatus Operator Justin Moss.
Pico Scala, this is one of the best moments of any firefighter game when you get to see the Firefighter of the Night awarded. And tonight, Justin Moss, 2026 recipient of the Chief Doug Wells Firefighter of the Year Award right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. He's been a 10-year firefighter, much like the head coach of the Firefighters, Val Perez, who is not here this weekend training with the U.S. Women's National Baseball team. We certainly wish Val good luck wherever she is, and by wherever she is, I think she's in Indiana.
That would be Cary, North Carolina.
Whoops, I thought Gary, Indiana. So you had Dolph Lundgren, I had Indiana, North Carolina. As hello, Ben Dumb. And that last name is going to get you this statement a lot. But this has been an important last 6 weeks or so for Ben Dumb. He looks like the pitcher of the year from 2026. Innings pitched, used a lot. Last weekend in North Carolina, in relief, goes 3 innings, just surrenders 1 run on a home run. When Ben Dumb has that slider moving, look out.
He's got Robert Anthony Cruz here. So Dumb, the former Twins and Braves minor leaguer against the former Nationals minor leaguer at the dish. A couple knocks on the evening so far for Rack. 1 run driven in as well. As this one to center. Becerra hardly has to move. Tip drill. He'll tip it again. He'll tip it again. Caught by Noah Bridges.
Okay. So, you understand why he just did that. He's trying to get Noah an opportunity to get a double trick play. Noah comes in. I mean, it's probably the right thing to do. Hey, you've got the trick play in the book. It now gives it a 5 trick play difference, but, you know, Armando did it for a reason.
5 trick play advantage for the Firefighters. Opportunities for more trick plays on 2 more outs here in the top of the 8th.
And Ben Dumb is not afraid to go for a trick pitch here if he can sense it.
What a take. runs the count full. Alexiadis 0 for 3. Fly out, strikeout, grounded out into a double play his last time. And he earns the ball for a sprint. Heater just misses up and out. And Super Reese, 1 base on the sprint.
Ben was kind of incredulous on the location of the last 2 pitches. He thought he had just earned strike 3.
Now coming to hit, the world's tallest batter, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
What a moment to call Dakota Albritton's name. Swinging it here for Ryan Cox, who is 1 for 3 with a double. Dakota Albritton, the bat starting to heat up. Trying to keep a rally going that Alexiadis has given an opportunity to start with his 1-out sprint.
Yeah, you've seen 3 hits from Stilts this season. That includes an RBI single that he collected in Kansas City. He's never been afraid to swing the bat. Very aggressive up at the plate for this Bananas team.
Look out, Stilts is plunked. And it's by a sidewinding righty. Shades of Shlomo Lapetz. In Stilts' first career plate appearance all the way back on the One City World Tour.
You're the man, Biko Scala. Wow, slow motion, come on.
Not many times you get to name drop an original party animal. Good hard 90 there for Stilts. Gives way to Ryan Cox, who can re-enter in his spot. So 2 nanners on. Ty Jackson takes the fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Ty, 3 plate appearances, yet to record an at-bat. Plunked his first time, worked a sprint his last 2 trips. Heater just barely misses the outside corner. Cornett calls it a strike. Vincent Chapman, though, called it a ball. And what a take on the slider. It's fastball, slider, circle change from Dumb, who on the 2-2 goes back to the heat. Long run for McDowell. He will not be able to get there in time. By the way, to clean up our discussion earlier, it's not just Val Perez in Cary, North Carolina, trying out for the United States women's national baseball team. Kelsey Whitmore, Danae Benitez, Ashton Lansdale, all of them there at the women's national team training camp. Ty able to beat the wrap. And it's just a fielder's choice. Cox taken off the base paths. Alexiadis over to third. 2 outs now.
That also took a trick play opportunity off the board because of how slow that was hit to Logan Lacey. So Firefighters now down to 1 out to try to induce 1 more trick play to go into the bottom of the 8th with a 6 trick play lead.
Well, at that point, you're not really focused on collecting the trick play, more so 2 outs and posting another 0. Just trying to tack on more insurance as Olsen lifts this out to left center field. Becerra and Bridges chasing it down, and it's Noah Bridges, tonight's designated fielder, hauling that one in and keeping the Nanners scoreless in the top of the 8th.
Boy, that was spooky right there. Mondo and Bridges nearly colliding. Good evasive maneuvers by Becerra. Great play on the run by Bridges. Let's get it down to Kaz.
Here in Banana Ball. Sing it loud, Lincoln. Sing it loud. One more time. Lincoln, you are absolutely amazing. Keep up the energy, and let's go Firefighters!
What a beautiful scene here at Haymarket Park. Over 8,000 fans on hand coming together and enjoying a heck of a banana ball game. Firefighters lead 4-2, going to the home half of the 8th inning. It's been a back and forth affair. Bananas pushed runs across in the first 5 innings. We're only able to claim points in 2 of them. And Firefighters came back and won the 2nd and 3rd frames. Since then, they've walked off the 6th and 7th innings, and now the Nanners go to the best closer in the history of banana ball. Danny Hosley coming off a weekend in which he faced 9 Indianapolis Clowns batters, struck out 4, retired a lot of them, and is really at the peak of his powers. That microscopic 0.42 ERA is truly ridiculous across 21 and 2/3 innings pitched.
That translates to a 1,925 ERA plus. Astronomical. It doesn't make sense. It's more than 19 times better than the tour average pitcher this season for the Savannah Bananas. His 3-minute and 31-second MPI is currently 3rd among all pitchers in banana ball. And he's pitching in his 9th straight game for the Nanners. They have leaned on him a lot over the last couple of weekends.
And how about this? He gets to face his former George Mason teammate in South Trimble.
South has told me, up close and personal, Danny Hosley is one of the best players he has ever seen. Some of the most nastiest things you could ever see, the arsenal, the competitiveness.
Shows him the signature Vulcan changeup. South able to spoil it on the 2-strike offering. Such a fun battle. Both these cats from the Commonwealth. Dueling here out in Lincoln, Nebraska, as Alexiadis tip drill. He will tip it again. He will tip it again. He will tip it again. DR into the hat. Adventurous route to a double trick play.
Okay, so might I venture something to tell you guys? If you're the Firefighters, is there an opportunity here to just strike out twice here in a row and just assure they're not going to get the equalizer point? Because it's a 3-play difference here.
If you're Caden Green, you're swinging away. 100%.
I mean, you're trying to earn points for your team right now.
Correct.
You posted a 0 in the top half. That just doesn't compute for me as Hosley tries a little Jeter jump throw. I mean, that's some Matt Wolf type action from Danny Do-It-All.
He even shocked his catcher, Bill Leroy. He's Danny Do-It-All. He can play any position.
Oh, he's doing it again.
360 this time, jump throw. Skips in there.
Oh, Bill did it right back. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Still Hosley's count. Between the legs. And spikes it. Caden Green is going to steal first base. Leroy, no chance. Peanut, his 2nd swiped first base this year. And now the inning-winning run is aboard.
And that's why Josh Talevsky just put me at my place on my potential hypothetical hack of the rule there, because now a potential 5th point on the base pads, you don't want to take that away from yourselves.
Vulcan changeup, swung on and missed. Dalton Cornett has been battling with Hosley for 4 straight tours. And almost always in the back end of a game, usually the 9th. Tonight they square off in the bottom of the 8th. Hosley will check on Peanut, back safely at first. He just got his 2nd steal of the year. They've both been at first base. And that one off the glove of Ziegler. Olsen throwing to Hosley, who covers in time. Heads up play by Jackson Olsen and Danny Hosley to salvage that play.
But when you've got a guy in Danny Hosley who has played all over the diamond, his instincts are just different as he's coming off the pitcher's mound. We've seen Hosley at 2nd, 3rd, left, right, center throughout his banana ball career. He can field every position well, and his baseball IQ is fantastic. You saw it on full display there. He was immediately off to cover that bag. As soon as Ziegler was into the dive, it didn't matter whether he got it in his glove or not.
Sword from Logan Lacey. He's behind 0-2. Two-run homer, won the third inning. Great stop, Bill Leroy, on the 12-6 curveball gone awry. Green leads off second. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. The changeup fools Showtime. And Hosley bends but does not break. Scoreless bottom of the 8th. It'll be a 4-2 Firefighters lead going to our final inning where every run scored counts as a point. Disgusting. Danny Hosley, absolutely inevitable. Back down to Kaz we go.
But the thing about Banana Ball is the final inning means the most, as every run scored counts as a point. The Firefighters right now need just 3 outs to secure a victory. Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. This is the final inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the field, Sam Tenez. For the Firefighters, number 9.
I'm not sure I ever thought I was going to flex the vocal cords here on our first night in Lincoln, Nebraska, but nonetheless, there we are. Johnny Hummel doesn't have any hair.
Hummel.
But
Well, he's got some hair.
He's got some hair. He does not have the hair that he's used to having. He also does not have lightning out on the mound. I think that shows you something. The last couple of games, Johnny's not had the best of performances and luck in the 9th inning. He was walked off in Corpus Christi, Texas, surrendered 3 runs to the Loco Beach Coconuts in Scranton. Did have a showdown shutdown win for the Firefighters in Corpus Christi, but last weekend in Charlotte, not what he wanted either. So tonight, he goes with a new look, no lightning. This is the guy you want on the mound if you're the Firefighters. He's nails, he's calm and poised under pressure, and you know he's motivated tonight to find a way back with an opportunity to earn a save for the Firefighters.
5 for 8 on his save opportunities, and it's Hummel in his last 5 games who has allowed 10 earned runs on the pitcher's mound for the Firefighters. It's certainly gotten a little shakier for Hummel, who had locked down that closer's role due to Ben Dumm's struggles to start the year. Now just trying to get that confidence back up as he faces the top of this Bananas order with DR Meadows leading us off.
Dan Oberst lurks on deck, Max Young Goldberg in the hole, then KJ.
It's the same thing like you see with Austin Temple. There is a nasty curveball in the hand of number 95. That one got away from DC3. DR Meadows will stay in the box.
Yeah, I thought Meadows might have got a piece of it. I mean, that's a heads-up Banana Ball player right there. He's got a couple steals at first this year. The Bananas need a base runner. DR's job here is just set the table. Beautiful 12-6 curve. Frozen pizza. Meadows back to the dugout.
That's what I just told you. It's that curveball that sets the tone. If it moves like that, I mean, good luck. Starts way up out of the zone and sinks right back into it.
And you have seen each of the last 2 strikeouts for the Bananas looking. Young Goldberg and now Meadows, and both of those calls came at the top of the zone for the Firefighters relievers.
Now Dan Oberst. Just like Meadows before him, he's reached 3 times tonight as that foul ball gets off Cornett's right hand. BK hyping up the crowd. Another look.
Ouchies.
That stings. Doubles Dan's first 2 times to the dish. Ball 4 sprint in the 5th. He grounded out in the 7th. Now it's his job to try and set the table. Had a steal of first base in the 9th last Thursday night. Led to 3 straight plate appearances where he swiped first. Part of a 6-steal weekend.
Only banana ball player ever to do that. The only banana ball player now with 2 separate games in which he has stolen first twice for the Nanners.
That ball driven out to left center. Bridges makes the catch on the run. The Bananas down to their final out.
You see why Noah Bridges is the designated runner and fielder. Both showed off right there. Important out number 2 with Max Young Goldberg up.
That one laced pretty well off the bat of Oberst, then started to die out there in left center field. Great running grab from Noah Bridges. And now it's Max Young Goldberg. 4 runs batted in tonight for the Savannah Bananas, just trying to keep this 9th inning alive.
Trying to pass the baton to KJ, who sits on deck. 2-run homer in the 5th, 2-run sprint in the 1st, as the curveball just misses. Vincent Chapman said it was high. Back to the bender, that one low. Young Goldberg has tied Jake Skoll with 24 sprints to lead this World Tour, and he never has to take the bat off his shoulder there. Hummel can't find the zone against MJG. He's aboard for the 3rd time tonight, and now Kyle Jackson will represent the game's tying run at home plate. JT Sokolov taking young Goldberg's spot over at first, the Bananas designated runner.
Kyle Jackson has certainly been the MVP of this Banana squad so far this season, but yet to collect a hit in the 9th inning of play this year. This would come at a perfect time for the Savannah Bananas.
Top of the order has been tremendous. You see KJ 3 for 4 on the night. Great stop. Dalton Cornett had no idea where the banana ball was. He had smothered it. Sokolov wisely stays put over at first base.
That's 6 straight bad ones thrown from Johnny Hummel. You got to get one in the zone here.
There it is. 2 balls and a strike on KJ. Fouled straight back. The Nanners down to their final strike. KJ struck out his first time. Since then, 2 singles and a double. The 2-2. Yanked. Snagged by EJ. What a massive win for the Firefighters. They take night 1 in Lincoln, Nebraska by a score of 4-2.
And how appropriate is it? On a night where he's got 3 singles against his former team, it's EJ at the reversed hot corner to end it, throw the glove, and stop the slump for the Firefighters. How about that for a debut in Lincoln, Nebraska?
And all in all, it is not just Eric Jones Jr., but a plethora of former Bananas who did a lot of damage against this squad tonight. EJ, of course, a sensational night in that final out, but Dakota McFadden, a big night offensively. Zach Phillips with some big innings of middle relief. And these former Bananas turned Firefighters are able to lead the boys to a 4-2 dub tonight in Haymarket Park.
And how about one more time for the Savannah Bananas? Now, before we talk about the Plaza Party that will be taking place after this, it is now time to hear from our showman of the night with Sam Bauman. Here is Eric Jones Jr.
Yeah, we got our showman of the game, Eric Jones Jr. EJ, talk about the importance of getting this win here tonight in Lincoln.
You know, every win's sweet. This one tonight's especially sweet. Boys played well. We're dialed. Let's go. Let's go!
EJ, a former Banana coming in here and getting the win against the boys in yellow. A little extra fire in you tonight?
Well, that's what the whole team's about, Sam. We bring the fire every night. That's what we do here on the Firefighters. We're going to bring it on Saturday, too.
Come on. D-Mac, real quick. D-Mac, get in here, yeah. Diesel. A win in front of this crowd in Lincoln tonight. How does it set the tone for the weekend?
Well, it's great because we controlled the controllables. We were able to actually, stick to a game plan, continue to stay with an approach, and just absolutely execute. And it's easy when you got a crew like this behind you the whole time, and it doesn't matter!
Hey, guys, one more time for this crowd here in Lincoln tonight.
Let's go! Hey, let's break it down. Hey, we got smoke showing! Let's roll!
Man, we are blessed when we get to hear Dakota McFadden on the mic. EJ with some great words after his showman of the night performance as well. It started with the broken bat RBI single that tied the first inning at 2 runs each, denied the Bananas the inning victory back in the first, and then he really never slowed down. Eric Jones Jr. 3 for 3, 2 runs driven in, and the difference maker, the walk-off to win the 6th inning that put the Firefighters up 3-2, and then how poetic he gets to close it out, snagging the liner for the victory.
Biko, there was so much made about the first matchup in March. EJ didn't talk too much about the potential revenge or redemption against the Bananas this week, but you could tell it meant a lot to him. And you could tell it right there in the interview with Sam Bauman as you take a look at the showman of the night and what happened in this game. You could tell EJ had this one circled. It was an important game for everybody's confidence, and who better to get confident against than the team you used to play for, that you own the all-time home runs record for. This was an important night for his confidence, but more importantly for the Firefighters going into their first ever football stadium game. Tonight, the Firefighters put their hard hats on and got something done.
Very impressive, composed victory for the Firefighters, opening up this 2-game set as we welcome you back inside with the statistical savant of the sport, Mr. Josh Talevsky, the voice of the Firefighters, Zach Staten. I am Biko Scala saying once again, happy Thirsty Thursday. Thank you for spending it with us here in virtual Banana Land. A 4-2 Firefighters win. It was only the second game that EJ got to play against the Bananas because the Sunday game all the way back on March 8th, he had to go up to Charleston for a wedding. So in the second game ever played against his former team, he is the hero. He was stupendous, Josh.
I mean, it just makes you so happy for Eric Jones Jr. You know, the Firefighters paid him a high honor in the offseason. They took him in the first round. He was their first pick in the Banana Ball player draft, and he certainly wanted to be an impact player. And for Eric Jones Jr., I mean, in April, he tore things up for the Firefighters. He batted .714 for them. From May to now, he entered with just a .212 batting average in that span. So a 3-hit game for EJ. It coming against his former team. He gets named showman. It's a lot of momentum for him and his squad trying to dig themselves out of 6th place in the Banana Ball Championship League standings. And meanwhile, on the Banana side of the coins, they really dug themselves in a hole tonight. You saw an error or trick play missed in each of the first 3 innings for them defensively. They wound up surrendering 2 points, so it was a lot of defensive miscues that led to this loss for the Savannah Bananas, and they'll certainly be looking to clean that up as they enter this game in Memorial Stadium on Saturday night.
Right, we talked about it on the pregame show across the last 2 weekends with the Clowns taking 3 out of the 5 games against the Bananas. It was the offense that had been lagging. The offense was fantastic tonight, and then it was the defense and pitching that could not hold up their end of the bargain, and the Firefighters, a tremendous job capitalizing on it.
And I think this is an important win because you do not want to go in that stadium across the street with that much emotion, that much unknown territory, trying to break a 4-game losing streak. Now you have some confidence going in there. You can learn a little bit about how to play that field. Take the day tomorrow to rehearse, get yourself ready to go, know what it's going to take, and find a way Saturday to maybe get yourself a sweep, and an important one at that.
Right. It's going to be the third largest game in Banana Ball history coming this Saturday night. Bananas Firefighters will be right back here on the Firefighters YouTube channel as well as on the ESPN app and Disney Plus. And as we've talked about, it will be the Firefighters' first ever game in a football stadium. They also happen to be the home team, the headlining team. It will be the Firefighters show as they try and go for this 2-game sweep. And tomorrow night, we're going to get a couple more Banana Ball games as well. You're going to want to keep it locked to the Loco Beach Coconuts and Indianapolis Clowns YouTube channels. That's going to be really fun to see. I know that our lovely fans do not like spoilers, so I'm not going to tell you what happened on the Jersey Shore tonight, even though they started their game an hour before us, and you should have had 2 screens allocated for these games. But it was a really fun battle. They have a 3-game set that will continue tomorrow night, so make sure to check out those 2 games. We'll be in the comments section watching along here from Lincoln, Nebraska, and we will see you on Saturday night. But before we close this thing down, we do have to shout out our wonderful cast and crew. It starts with our folks an hour in the future on the other side of the Mississippi River, all the way back in Savannah, Georgia, the hostess city of the South. Our crew directed by Chris Haynes, the man, the myth, the legend, everybody in the control room. Superb job here. And then right in Lincoln, Nebraska, this broadcast produced by Chad Reese. So great to have Chad back on a Nanners broadcast. A big thank you to our executive producer of BTV, Mr. Josh Richardson, for Sam Bauman down on the field, for Josh Talevsky and Zach Staten. I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. We will see you Saturday night. Same place, same time. Well, similar place. We're just going to be on the other side of the freeway and have another 78,000 fans or so on, give or take a couple. Until we see you right back here on the Firefighters YouTube channel Saturday night, we will see you later!